Yes, people, welcome to LRFC. I hope everything is okay. Yes, it is another stream. It is another stream. So, the plan is for this stream, we're going to be talking about what Saeed had in his channel yesterday about, YouTubers, content creators, football YouTubers, that is, and what we think of it as content creators. The tier, he done a tier of it and all that stuff. Who's in the elite and below that and below that and below that. So I want to see what's it all about. And we were hoping one day, hopefully we keep this consistent, we get there, with these guys as well. Big up Ravi, bro. Big up, man. Big up. Let me get Anton on. The main man Anton is back. Uncle Votes will be joining us very, very soon. So let me get Anton on. Let's get him on. Let's get him on, man. What's going on, man? Can't hear you, man. You're standing still. Can't hear you, bro. He's on mute. What a start today. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hello?
Oh no, yeah, it's gone again, mate. The noise is back. You can't get rid of it, Ant. You just can't get rid of it. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is because we went through the settings.
Yeah.
It's not. Speak again.
Hello.
Yeah, it's the same thing, bro. I don't know what it is. You just can't. You just can't get rid of the thing, man.
I'm gonna go to settings.
Just put in the echo bit, and you'll be fine.
Echo cancellation.
One tick, yeah. Echo cancellation. The other one, untick them. See what happens, isn't it? Okay. Big up, Beijing, bro. Big up. I hope all is good, brother. I hope all is good. It's been a while, man.
Okay, boom.
You might need a headphone, Ant. Maybe a headphone like that plugs in. Maybe that will be better for you, brother.
But bro, I ain't got a plug-in one for ages, man. Jeez, I've got my Beats. That's it.
Oh man, I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. Like I said, use the phone, and if you've got a small TV or something in front of you, just use that as just go on YouTube and use that as the screen that you're looking at. I mean, man, just come back and let me know when you're ready.
Cool.
Yeah, trying to get the two guys on, man. It'd be great to have them both on. Obviously, me and Uncle Roz had a great show yesterday morning around 12:30, I believe, and onwards. Yeah, it was a great discussion. And we talked about YouTube.
Tiger uppercut.
Yes, Tiger uppercut. We talked about YouTube and what's going on around it. Why some channels don't move and why other channels move quicker. The conversation, what's the difference between this channel and that channel? Why is that channel more popular than this channel? That's what we was discussing, and it went on like for 3 hours yesterday, and it was quite good. Then we discussed Liverpool after that, and this afternoon JK and Nalante had their own show. It was brilliant. They had Lee on there. They were discussing all things Liverpool Football Club. What we need to improve on, what we need to do. Obviously, let the chat come in and have their say as well. It's all about that, guys. We want to interact with people. We want to make this channel, for everybody, and have fun at the same time as well. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, man. Be different. Different is good. You don't have to be the same as everybody else. We no longer play football, but at the end of the day, we're footballing people. The people you see on here, we're ex-footballers. We're coaches for professional players. So we know our way around football. We don't do this XG or anything like that. We're more eye test. We go and witness for things for ourselves. Me and myself, Anton, we've done FA coaching badges. We've got our own FA coaching badges. You know what I mean? So I'm 2 away from obviously completing it. I've done sports science, of course, in University of Greenwich. So we know our way around football. You know what I mean? And when people talk, all this new stuff around football is very, very weird, in my opinion. Been trying to get Anton on, Uncle Ross, but he keeps having these issues. He keeps having these issues, but I need to shoot him like this. Just start shooting him, mate. You know what I mean? Brother, fix that damn thing, man.
Fix up yourself, man. What happened to Umbrella?
Yeah.
No. You know what it is? You said that no, we're gonna do it tonight, and then you changed it. But then
Chai, you know what I'm here.
What's going on?
He wanked.
There you go.
He
What's
wanked.
going on? Back to civilization. Fred
What's going
Flintstone
on?
is in the house. Fred Flintstone is in the house.
Fred Flintstone. Man said Fred
Fred-
Flintstone.
Fred Flintstone is in the house.
Flintstones. Oh man.
What's
Oh,
popping? Yes, what's popping? What's popping?
Yeah, I was just talking about yesterday that stream we done early in the morning. Anton said, "What did you call me?" I said, "Listen, it's a Saturday night. It's a Saturday morning. Of course, you know what I mean. If we're up for something, we're gonna do it because you know you're not going to work, are you? So have fun, innit? Reach out to the people from abroad as well, not just in England, innit? You can
It's
just
true,
talk,
true.
you know.
No, for sure.
So what I want to discuss is there was a tier yesterday from what's his name? Saeed and Faz.
Saeed.
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen it, Anton. They were talking about the
I
content.
didn't see. I saw a little bit of it. I didn't really go into it, but
Yeah,
I saw it.
I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it. You know what I mean? Because this is what we want to reach in it one day. Hopefully, if we continue doing what we're doing, because I want to do this on a daily basis now, and we've got other guys who do stuff on the channel like Nalante and JK and Nalante. They're brilliant, man, and they're helping me out on the channel, and it's working perfectly because it's the consistency. I see new people all the time on here as well, guys. We don't even need to promote the channel anymore. We just come on and people already here, you know what I mean, discussing things with us as well. So it's good. It's really good. I like that. I really like that. Yeah, I could see obviously JK there. Big up JK. So what was I saying? Ravi there. Big up Ravi, bro. Big up, bro. Always supportive. He's always messaging me on Instagram. There's some funny videos he shows me. It's good. It's excellent stuff, man. It was controversial that list how Babs. I don't know who Babs. Who is he? Is he that Asian dude?
Asian. The thing on top of his head.
Liverpool in a bad way was in good. Was a joke. He's terrible.
Yeah. He's a bit of a numbskull.
You can see that, man. It always comes out with nonsense.
Did you watch it? So did you both watch it?
I watch him. You know what I mean? Even if they're like the ones that are controversial, the ones that go against Liverpool,
yeah,
I have to hear what they got to say, kind of thing, and see what I can devise from it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like lock it off. I was like, you know what? If I even see the thumbnail, this about Liverpool, and it's negative. I said, you know, maybe just see what they're saying, and then dissect it. You know what I'm saying?
Anton, let me ask you a question. Yeah, both of you, yeah. And in our time, is it me or the modern day youngsters are different to us completely? Like, I'm talking about completely. Like,
yeah. Of course, it goes with all this technology and all things like that, and not really meeting with their peers or their friends. Really, so it's most things are online. You know what I'm saying? Most things online. Their brain is online as well, man. So, and most of their football knowledge just comes from YouTube.
Yeah.
And not watching any players. When they mention Henri and things like that, most of them have not seen Henri.
Yeah.
Their dad talked about Henri, you know, or their uncle talked about, their brother talked about Henri. Their friend who's older talked about Henri, or you know what I mean, YouTube. They've not really seen Henri.
Yeah.
Whole match with Henri. They have not seen that. So it's just divided, like, you know, for me, and they've got their own opinions, and most of them I'm seeing
would they hang with us? Obviously, we are the creators of this stuff. I mean, our generation created this shit. You know what I mean, not their generation.
Yeah.
But would they hang with us back in the day, Ant, you think, honestly?
Do you know what? If we had it back in the day and everything we had, and with back in the day, I think with a mix of both, man. We're in both worlds, and you'll see more people go forward, you know, doing their thing. There's more people who knows about the game thoroughly, not someone who's seen the game, or people. Mostly, I'm seeing people that are judging this thing here.
Yeah,
they never played the game, or they watched the game, and there was one of them geeks that never played the game but always talked about the game statistically. You know what I'm saying? So most of them, it's all about stats and numbers. So. Yeah, that's how it is for me. I feel like their level of understanding is high, but understanding it, knowing it thoroughly, playing the game, levels of the game. Yeah, they're far from it. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I don't think a lot of them. I do not think a lot of them. I will say practically everyone. Do you know what I mean? I'll say 98% of these modern day fans, I don't think they've actually been to a football game in their life.
Yeah.
I literally don't think they've been to a football game in their life. They've watched football on TV. Now, I watch a lot of football on TV, but I've been to games, and I know the difference between sort of like obviously watching it on the TV and watching sort of like, you know, live. Because when you're live at the day, you actually see how shit a player is and how good the player is. Do you know what I mean? You know? So it's just like they haven't got the concept. It's a bit, obviously, it's a lot of what you just said, and they've heard of that this guy, you know what I mean, is good. But when they was in school and that, everybody was talking about like Henri, and everybody was talking about Lampard. Do you know what I mean? And because a lot of people weren't talking about Gerrard, it's like, well, he's shit then. Because nobody's talking about it.
It's like when me and Anton was growing up, Uncle. So we're like two totally different people, innit? Anton likes certain type of players. I like certain type of players. You know what I mean? Anton was more the finesse, technical ability, skillful. I'm all about the hard work and, you know, grit. That's the difference between us two when we was growing up.
Even though Fozzie was a dribbler.
If Anton likes Rivaldo, I like Luis Enrique. That's how it was. We was totally opposites. You know what I mean? That's how it was. And you know, the modern day people, the reason I ask these questions is like, what I see is like what you guys just said. It's like follow the leader. If one person says something, everybody goes that direction. Nobody ever opposes that. There's never, you know, someone opposing that. There's nothing like that. Like today, I was in Igal's channel. We was discussing who's the best attacking midfielder this season. They're then like a 4-2-1-3. So I said Gibbs White has had a fantastic season with a team that's third, and you know he's the captain now for that team. You know what I mean? I'm the captain now. You know, and then he majority of them chose Fernandez, but Fernandez has only been good in the last 10 games. One of the guys said you can't really judge him throughout the season
for the whole season. Yeah.
So if
you, Fernandez.
So if you put both of them against each other, like Gibbs White and Fernandez, Gibbs White has been consistent since day one. And Fernandez has only been coming out, you know, the last, you know, few months. So you can't really, and they put Fernandez ahead, by the way. And then I'm thinking myself, am I seeing football differently? I thought Gibbs White's team is third. Never expected that. If you put that in the beginning of the season, you probably still say Man United will finish above them. But you know, he galvanized that team together. He's the leader of that team, creating chances for them, scoring important goals, leading by example on the pitch. Why isn't that, you know, taken in consideration by the modern day fans? I don't know. I really don't know. Because
he should be giving more props because Nottingham Forest are a smaller team.
Yeah.
And with Man United, even though they're a big team, they're doing poor at the moment. And where their argument is, it comes with he's the only one shining kind of thing. He's only one. That's their argument. But you would say, boy, what Gibbs White is doing is nothing more than a miracle, man.
I understand.
Man's get England call up as well, and he deserves it.
They can't see that. They can't see that. That's no matter what arguments you put, they will still come out with the stats. You know what I mean? The goals, with the assists, and etc. But they never look at it from a point of view of the overall of a player. What he's done the whole season for a team that's not even supposed to be in the top 3 in it, Uncle Rods. They don't.
It's true. But do you remember more Gibbs White? More Gibbs White. He wasn't just balling out at Nottingham Forest. He's balling out when he's at Southampton. He was good when he's at Southampton.
Was it Southampton or was it Wolverhampton?
Wolverhampton, isn't it? Wolverhampton.
Wolves, yeah. Sorry. Yeah,
Wolverhampton.
Wolverhampton. He's balling out there. He was actually balling out. Because if people remember, there was a lot of people looking at him back then when he was at Wolverhampton. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that, like, I think with the modern day obviously fan, they look at more goals, right?
Yeah. And
with the older fans like us, right? We look at everything.
Yes.
Everything.
Overall.
We look at work rate.
There's more depth.
We go into more depth of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The complete player. But I think they just look at, like, if a person is scored let's say, for instance, if a person in the last 8 games has scored 8 goals, for instance, and right? All of a sudden that day, he's a baller, he's this and he's that. But they don't see beyond that. They don't see it, and they got another player there, right? That probably hasn't scored as much goals, but his work rate, his passing, his hold up play, everything in a day, right, is quality. That's what I like about that guy, was it John Philippe Mateta? That's what I like about him. I think his work rate is, he may not be sort of like, you know, baller, the this player, the ideal player, but his work rate is good, his pace is good, and his hold-up play is good, and he scores goals. Do you know what I mean? He's got like an all-round package. You know what I mean? Would I want to hook up? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
But do you know what I like? Sorry to stop you, Rod. Do you know how I like that Damsgaard from Brentford?
Yeah, he's good.
He's
good.
Really, bro.
I remember him in the Euros. I remember him in the Euros.
He looks like
when
decent player, man.
He was in that
very clever, very clever, very clever.
That's a shrewd buy. That's a really shrewd buy.
Technically, he work rate. Yeah, if anyone wants to say anything about attacking midfielders or in the league, bro, if you don't mention that, that's the thing we're talking about. We're talking about the people that are thinking about stats and
on the eye.
Only look at
goals.
You know what it is, guys? Let me say something to you guys. Yeah, if you just made great points there when we was discussing it. Think about it this way: is Fernandes doing anything that that you didn't expect at the club he's at? You get what I'm saying, guys? You expect him to do what he's doing. But you look at Gibbs White, you don't expect him to do what he's doing at Nottingham Forest.
And his team doing so well. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
This is what you
don't expect Damsgaard to do that, do you?
You got to balance it out.
You don't expect Damsgaard to do that, do you? You don't expect Damsgaard to do that.
Quality.
And to be honest today, right? You got like that guy. I know we're talking about sort of like attacking midfielders, but then if you look in Brentford, they've got a number of good players that I would have in my team.
Yeah, the number 6, what's his name? Another one, Danish one. I forgot his name. Good player again.
Oh, the captain.
Midfielder.
What is his name?
Number 6, black hair. He's quite tall, about 6'2", 6'3". Really good technical player.
Yeah,
up
man.
and down the pitch.
Yeah.
Great passing ability.
Nobody talks about that.
It's
all about
in
Burma.
In Burma.
Yeah, in Burma.
He's got good pace, good hold-up play. Yeah.
Yeah,
and he's got nice goal as well.
You're talking about Norgard, isn't it? Norgard.
I said Norgard.
That's him.
He's a bad boy too, you know.
Wicked player.
We should rob Brentford for that, you know.
Quality.
We was discussing the manager, me and Uncle Rods, yesterday. I mean, this morning. Yeah. I like the manager, I really like him.
Yeah, I like him too.
The way he talks about football is very intelligent manager, man. Bless up, Legend Barnes.
Just quick. You know, if Thomas Frank was at my club at the end of the day, I wouldn't be opposed to it, to be honest. I wouldn't need to be opposed to it. So I think he's a good manager. He's very good, very technical.
Yeah.
100%. He talks well about the other team as well. You know, say it as it is. You know what I'm saying? He was one of them ones. My team's the best, and we lost because of the ref. He's not one of them ones there. You know what I'm saying?
No excuses, FC man. No,
it's quality man. You can tell he's a gent as well.
Yeah, 100%. Beijing, big up, bro. Big up, Beijing Barnes. But let me just go through the comments before. And that's to you, Anton, earlier when we couldn't hear you properly.
Thank you.
Ravi's the man, man. Ravi's the man. Always beats the trash worst headphones on the market. As for Rods, Rod, did you see I sent a raid to your stream yesterday? There you go.
Uncle he did. Yeah. He was in the stream yesterday.
Beijing always comes through, man. Comes through.
Yeah, bless up for that still, because I did a show yesterday. It's at 6 o'clock in the fit that, and he was one of the guys that was in there. So Beijing, bless up for that, man. Bless up.
Quality guy, man. Quality
yeah, no,
guy.
he is. He's not really another guy.
Yeah. Big up, Norm. Big up, brother. I hope everything is well. Always comes through.
Wicked, that is.
That's good.
Level 2 scouting course.
Yeah, man.
Go on.
Anton, they don't believe me, Anton. Was we offered a scholarship in America when we was younger?
Yes.
There you go. We meant to play there, but we was too young to go, man. So we didn't end up going. Yeah, I applied for it. We got it, man. A long time ago. Yeah, so guys, I want to go through. Go on, Anton.
He's complete. No, he said he completed level 1 last year. Congratulations, bro.
Congratulations.
Big up for that.
100%. Yeah, so we're gonna go through obviously the Saeed thing. Let's do that, and then we'll discuss it as we go along, guys. Let me bring this up. Listen, I don't know many of the YouTubers, so you guys have to fill me in if you know anything about them. No clue about them. So let's go. Let's listen to what they're saying.
Where would you rank AFTV now in 2025 now? Obviously, it had its moment at the start. So we have GOAT, elite, good, underrated, meh. And I had to be honest, man. I said, delete your channel. Not really feeling it. You know what I mean?
I'll be honest. Look, AFTV used to be fantastic, but currently AFTV as an organization, I'm a bit like meh with it. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I'm a bit meh with it because anything that goes up must come down. Like you know, with anything, it must come down. It must have a down period, then it goes up again. I feel like obviously DR Sports is a branch of AFTV, and DR Sports probably have more different type of content than AFTV. But like any fan platform, you don't really become a fan platform anymore when you try and withhold things and withhold the way you speak and this, that, the other. So the main people who are leading the channel have to be forefront of how they say things. So it's a meh for me. I'll be honest. I don't know how the chat feels.
Yeah.
You know,
from I'm gonna say that as well, because from what it used to be, from what it was at the start, obviously fair play. Listen, Robbie's trying to go to a different route now, but it's not as entertaining. If we're looking at it from a rival point of view, it's not entertaining anymore.
As a whole, they're giving you the likes of Yardman's clips. They're giving you the likes of these outbursts. But as an entity, what are they giving you?
Yeah.
As an entity of AFTV, what are they giving you?
Turkish is good. Obviously, that's why we got.
Yeah, but Turkish is his own brand now. You know, he's got his own thing.
His own brand. That's
he's on there. We're gonna rate his thing. But as an entity, what are they giving you? Do you know what I'm saying?
There's only a couple like what I watch here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I watched that forever Arsenal one. I watched that one. I think that's a good podcast to watch. And then it'll be literally the fan cams that I look out for, and that's it, really. If I'm being too honest with you, yeah. From what, like I said to you, from what it was amazing. Don't get me wrong; it was one of the things that we look forward to. But now, if you're a rival fan, are you watching it week in, week out now?
No.
Is it more leaning towards Arsenal fans now?
Ask yourself this: if you like Troops, like all the other personalities who used to go on AFTV, they've gone on and made a huge name because obviously they were on AFTV. They did huge numbers, which is great. If anybody goes on AFTV today, are they gonna make a career out of it?
Yeah.
Does AFTV have the same pull for you to have a career out of AFTV now?
Yeah.
Like Troops has, like some of the others have, like Turkish has. If you go on AFTV today, can you make a career out of it? The fact is, I don't think so. Well, actually, not the fact. My opinion is, I don't think so.
No. Shout out to Grizz card in the chat, man.
Big up Uncle Grizz, yeah.
So, yeah. So I'm going to say meh then, innit? I'm going to say meh.
Yeah, meh.
I'll be honest with you.
That's
we'll
what I
say
said
meh, yeah? We'll say meh.
Yeah, guys. So what do you think what they said about that? About AFTV? You know, like when it first started, I was a big fan of it. It used to make me laugh. It was my entertainment.
Honestly, they all make me laugh.
On the night shift, it was the go-to, channel when I'm doing obviously work at the night shift. Well, I'm still doing it, but I'm saying at the time. But now, like, I just can't be asked. I don't, when they're doing something good, it's not fun to watch. You know what I mean? It also have to be bad for them to be, be at that level again, in my opinion. But what you guys think? You could both discuss. What do you think? What they said?
I thought it was a comedy show when it first came on, like a comedy show. And my man saying blood every single second. What's his name? Troops. Blood. You know what I mean?
Like I said,
joke.
Yeah, I mean, I've known Robbie for a number of years now. Do you know what I mean? And I know that he puts a lot of hard work into what he does. You know what I mean? Stuff. But it's true to the fact that they sort of like, yes, I think it has lost its edge. You know what I mean? Because of like the fact of like a lot of these people have gone on to have careers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, Charlene, the presenter, she's presenting something in Dubai now.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? And
shit.
Yeah, she's on Instagram, because I follow her on Instagram. She's on Instagram saying that she's presenting something in Dubai, Obviously, then you got Turkish has gone off and done his own thing. Lee Gunner at the day was with them. You know what I mean? Troops as well. So you've got many people that's gone on to sort of like have a career. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Big up, Norman. But many people gone on to have a career. Now the question was at the day, right? Would it happen now? You know what I mean? Would many people at the day be able to sort of like make a career now? And he says, I don't think so. But I don't think there's any platform out there that sort of like people are going to be able to have a career now. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I think you're best off like trying to do it on your own. Do you know what I mean? That was good for the time. Do you know what I mean? And produced a lot of good people. It cannot be done. I don't think it can be done again. But like another thing that I would say, yes, he's lost his agent where the fact that you can't say certain things on there. Yeah. And you have to keep your certain opinions at the end of the day to yourself when, you know, with this whole...
Yeah, we saw that incident, you know, with Saeed.
Yeah, with that whole Palestine...
Julian guy or something. And
the Palestine thing. Now, a situation that's happened before.
Yeah, with Mo.
Yeah, it's happened before. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, that's where it goes down my ratings at the day. Because when you're sort of like when you're trying to either censor other people,
yeah,
or because of the day that you sort of like you want to get that bag, you want to get that bag.
Yeah,
it loses the edge for me because he had like an 11-minute video where he says like, I've never stopped anybody from doing nothing, blah 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 blah. I contribute to this charity, that charity, and all the things that he said in 11 minutes, and you didn't really need to know. You just didn't really need to know. You know, so like, you know, it's good because it's made a lot of people's careers. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, 100%. Give him credit for that.
Yeah, give him credit. It's good because it was one of the first ones, the first kind of fan channels. You know what I mean? Because remember at the day, it was like he was like them. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, after that, it's like a lot of people saw the success of like what happened with these people, and a lot of people, and they started off their own thing. Do you know what I mean? So it was one of the original kind of fan channels. So you have to give it props in there, but like I won't give it props at the day for the way it is now. The way it is now, and for them, when you go in there and you have to listen to Ty and his delusion. Do you know what I mean?
Oh.
You know, and you have to listen.
He's the head of the group, man.
Exactly.
He's the president. I'm sorry, he's the president. Robbie's runs it, but Ty is the president of.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Arsenal fans. He's the president. He's the president. I'm sorry.
Well, you know what his
delusion filters down to the rest of the troops, and it's the same thing.
Do you know what it is as well? What I don't rate them for, is like I think Andy Robertson got injured, and everybody was all celebrating, hugging each other, kissing each other. It's like it was it's like his D-Day. It was like his D-Day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't like that. So you know what I mean? That's where you go down the ratings for me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Same,
those kind of things that day, and that's the top of the thing. You know what I mean? Because there's no way at the end of the day, right? As a rival fan at the day, that I will celebrate at the end of the day somebody getting injured.
Yeah.
There's no world that you see me at the end of the day on a live stream celebrating somebody getting injured. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. If I don't care, I just won't say nothing. Do you know what I mean? I would not celebrate somebody getting injured. No. And I saw that with these guys, Guna Lee and all them Arsenal misfits. You know what I mean? That's what I call them, misfits. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's where they go down the ratings for me. So, Mayor, probably fair.
Yeah, it's fair now. With me, like I just lost my way with them. You know what I mean? Like I said, since they've been, competing for the title, I think the channel is slowly declining, in my opinion.
Don't get me wrong; it's controversial, this thing here, but this rating thing, what Saeed's doing, man. But I don't agree with it.
It looks to me is the people over 100,000 and the people over 50,000. That's what it looks to me when I'm looking at it.
And I'm saying, who is he to judge that kind of thing? Who is he to judge? You know what I'm saying? My man always,
you know what it is?
All those hate-alongs and all that.
You're spot on. In regards to that, like, I like Saeed. I've done a stream. He's a good guy. You know what I mean? The thing is, like, if you didn't get to 100,000, would you do things like this? That's another thing. Nah, there you go. Then.
And we know
it's clickbait as well. But the thing is, what it looks like, he's stepping on people.
That's the wrong thing
to get to what you need to get to. You know what I'm saying? That's what
but
I'm thinking.
Anthony, the thing is, I understand what you're saying, but you're still gonna have those leeches around you that's gonna tell you you could do whatever you want, kind of thing. Do you get what I'm saying, Andy? You get those people when you wasn't doing much, they wasn't around, but as soon as you start doing something, they around your back pushing you to do things like this and all that stuff. So
But have you noticed? Have you noticed with this? Number one is mostly people that he knows. Number two is mostly people that he works with. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because most of the people that he's putting up there, he's probably worked with them along the line, and he probably knows them as well. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's not really kind of like I don't know. It's not really real, is it? It's not really real.
And Anton, to be honest, you shouldn't put the overlap there. You know what I mean? Because these are the people that opposed the content creators. They didn't like this YouTube business, Gary Neville and Carragher. They used to like make fun of us. You know what I mean? Now all of a sudden they're doing it. They shouldn't be in that list at all. You know what I mean? Because
exactly.
They really don't like YouTubers. Originally, that's how they used to go on about it. You know what I mean?
Where did Saeed put himself on there?
I haven't seen it.
I know where he did, but I won't say it.
Okay.
I won't say it. I'll wait till he comes to it.
Let's continue with the next one. It's DR Sport. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Said it was here a couple of years ago. But I can't lie, it's gone to a bit of meh. Maybe that's what I'm saying. Grizz, you need to start just posting. That's why you're not on here, Grizz, man. You're my brother, but you're not on here for a reason. It's a rebrand. I told you, forget this football carnage, Grizz Khan TV. That's it. That's Grizz Khan. We want to know about Grizz, not anybody else. Come on, Grizz.
Rebrand pending,
Yeah, rebrand pending. Yeah, come on, bro. Big up to Amino, man. Always, my brother. Always free Palestine, man. I should have put Redman TV on there.
It's just look. A lot of YouTubers, a lot of content creators are gonna say we're not on the list. It's just a lot of people in it. It's a lot of people.
Hang on, do you guys agree or disagree, like Redman TV not being on there? Because don't forget, they are the empire. What do you call them? They are the ones who started this shit. Out of football content creating. There is people before them like Duncan and all these other guys. I agree, but if you look at this this YouTube business in regards to fans being outside stadium, interviewing them, etc. It was actually Redman TV that started it before AFTV and before United Stand. So should they be as the pioneers, isn't it? That's what they call them. Should they be there? They should be on the list, shouldn't they? Really?
Well,
I don't like them personally. You know what I mean? I've met them. They're not my cup of tea. You know what I mean? I know what they're all about. They're working for the football club. They say what the football club needs to say. But should they be in there, guys? Sorry to interrupt.
No, but if AFTV's on there, right, Redman should be on there. I agree. Regardless of what we think of Redman TV, they should be on there because you just said it, and they're pioneers. So if AFTV's on there as one of the pioneers, because they come about the same time. Well, just round about the same time as Redman. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, Redman first, then AFTV. Do you understand what I'm getting at? Yeah. So, like, if that's the case, what should happen? And Redman should be in there.
I don't know if United Stand is on there. Is it on there, United Stand? Or
I think so.
Okay, we'll see as time goes on. Yeah, you're right. They should be on there, man. I agree on it. No matter what you think of them, they're still obviously they're the ones who created this stuff outside the football club. So they should be on there.
So big up to everyone, but it's a lot of people.
Sam, I didn't make the list, bro. My editor did this, so
you can't
go mad at me.
Big up to Sam always, man. Always love to hear Sam, man. Always love to hear Sam.
Man. So if you're gonna shout at me, it's not me.
Yeah, I mean, Redman TV, Sam's on there.
Yeah. Well, then you know what he said about. Sorry to cut across. You know what he said about his editor. His editor done it. Well, then maybe your editor should do better research, then, innit? No, it's true, though, innit? Am I lying, Anton?
It's true.
Am I lying?
It's true. You're not lying, bro.
Yeah. Let's carry on.
Okay, next one, DR Sports. See, this one here, I think this is actually good,
I think DR Sports is better. DR Sports is better. They have a lot more personalities, a lot more entertaining stuff, comedic stuff.
Yeah,
which is good. A lot more engaging.
I would put this on probably elite. I'll put this elite.
I would put this as
because you know what it is with this one. You got the KG and Expression show. You've got their roundups quite good as well. I think for me, their roundup shows are decent. You know what I'm saying to you with Batiste and whatnot. The Best of Enemies is good as well. I would say it's elite. I can't lie to you. When the entertainment value, I feel like you get it more because it's not club centric.
I think it's good, you know. I wouldn't say elite.
I'm gonna say elite. They've got different variety of shows as well, not just football as well. They got sports. They've got different kind of. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you want to watch something and you're a bit kind of stuck what to watch, DR Sports like you'd want to watch that. You know what I'm saying to you? It's got a mixture of everything.
I'd say it's good.
The chat, what are you saying?
I think a lot of people said good in the chat.
Elite, good.
Elite.
Just type in elite or good.
Yeah, type in elite or
People
good.
are saying meh.
I'd say it's good, you know. It's a good channel. What have they done that is elite? It's how you look at the word elite, innit? How you describe it.
Right, I'm seeing a little bit of both, you know, man.
Yeah, it's a little bit of both.
No, I can't lie. Elite's won it. Actually, Good's now winning. Yeah, good. All right, then Good's won.
What have they done that is elite? Big up Carefree Lewis.
Yeah, big up Carefree Lewis, man. Next one, Ransom Banks.
What do you guys think about DR Sport, man? I like it. I like, you know,
I like
expressions kills me with it as he always does. KG is on there.
I like it. When they're all on there talking about the game and everything else and whatever stuff, I think it's all right. I think it's entertaining. I've kept it on for me to keep on for 1 hour. I was like, wow, I kept it on for an hour. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll give it props, man.
To me, I'm not really feeling it, to be honest.
Have you tried to watch it, Unks?
I've tried to watch it. I've watched it a few times, and like I don't really like expressions because he starts to annoy me after a while. Do you know what I mean? He's only one of.
Let me ask you a question. I'll listen. I'm all expressions anyway. Is it too repetitive, or is it
I just to me, this is what I feel. To me, at the end of the day, I just think at the end of the day, he's not funny unless he's taking the piss out of somebody. Do you know what I mean? Unless he's taking the piss out of somebody, he's not funny. Unless he's taking the piss out of somebody, he hasn't really got anything to say, anything interesting. That's what I say, right? KG at the end of the day, right? KG at the end of the day, right? To me, at the end of the day, for the time at the end of the day, he come on and like disrespect man and Coppish at the end of the day, yeah, right? Disrespect man and Coppish, talking about this and that, and they only got a 2-2 draw. They was lucky to get a 2-2 draw, yeah. And coming on calling man pussy all of them thing there. You know what I mean? That's what I said. Yeah, you're not for me, G. You're not for me. With your sour face self, you're not for me. So like, there's a couple of people on there sort of like I don't really dig. Do you know what I mean? And then the only time I did like it is when Expressions did a sort. See, this is what I'm saying at the day. When if Expression does something new and different to what he does, and I think he could be interesting. Do you know what I mean? At the time, it was him and KG, right? It was him and KG, and Expression was doing an impression of White Yardie. Yeah, you know what I mean? And then where he goes on and that, right? I thought that was funny. You know what I mean? That got me watching it. I thought that was funny because it was something different. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. From what he usually does. But overall, I can understand the concept of DR Sports. I can understand the concept. I can understand what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? Right? I will give him props for that. You feel me?
I'm with you, Rods. I'm with you, Rods, on expressions because it seems like he's only good when he's cussing people. When he's cussing Robbie,
one second. Are the cussing better now than it was yesterday? You know what we grew up with, and you know, Uncle, and you know what we grew up with. So
yeah, but it's a mixture of the same. But it's the same, man.
They got more content for us. They got so much more content to talk about.
But you know, I think it's a mixture of the same, but more. Yeah. But the thing is about it, I think it's not about sort of like the cussing. It's just the fact that you're only relevant when you're cussing. Do you know what I'm saying?
You've got
that's when you're relevant. That's when people will listen to you. It's when you're cussing, like when you're cussing Robbie or you're cussing this person, cussing that person. If you're not
cussing Tottenham.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Losing.
And like if Tottenham, on the rare occasions that Tottenham beat us and he starts cussing us, and I think stuff. Well, hang about, man. you're Tottenham. You do realize you're Tottenham. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He forgets himself.
You know,
he forgets himself. He's got bare links to everyone else, but your team is not really great.
Exactly, Anthony. Exactly. So I think when he's not cussing somebody or cussing something in a day, right? Nobody really listens to me. Nobody really listens to him. So he has to do that overdo cussing. And he just annoys me sometimes because he's loud. He goes, nah, bro. I think there's no need for that. There's literally, bro. There's literally no need for that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I can understand the concept of DR Sports. I can understand what they're doing.
To me, I've said it to you the other day, Uncle. Like, to me, like when I watch modern day streams, they're more like actors than themselves. You know what I mean? So this is why people draw to them. You know what I mean? It's like they rehearse before they go into a stream. We don't rehearse. We just do it straight away. You know what I mean? That's a difference. It's natural, you know what I mean? They talk about it before the stream starts. This is what we're gonna do. Act like this way, act like that, and then and then they just get on with it. That's the difference, you know what I mean? And I would love to see the real version of them, you know what I mean, and see how they really are as a human being. That's what I want to see. You know what I
mean? See, the thing is about Robbie, and then because I've known Robbie before he did all this stuff, I suppose he probably do know the real Robbie. Do you know what I mean? But what I would give DR Sports props for is that they've given quite a few people careers. You know what I mean? They've made quite a few people relevant. Yeah. Like Expressions. You know what I mean? When Expressions teamed up Robbie in that, right? If you notice, if you looked in his channels, right, his thing went up. You know what I mean? His subscriptions went up and his popularity went up. Because all of a sudden he starts doing stuff right then with other people. You know, like you know that Somalian guy, that's the chunky Somalian guy. Chunks. Chunks, him, right? He's doing things with him. Do you know what I mean? And he was on this dating program as well with this girl, and she's looking for her Prince Charming and this and that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So really and truly, he has pushed his popularity up. Do you know what I mean? And that's down to DR Sports, because before DR Sports, he wasn't really known. Do you know what I mean? He was just Rance's brother. Do you know what I mean? You could say with Rance and everything, right? He started from Facebook, doing his stuff on Facebook. Yeah. And obviously took it over to the YouTube channel. Do you know what I mean?
He's one of the old school.
He's one of the old school.
Old school.
Yeah, because he was on Facebook and everything now, and he used to be called Rants and Bants. Yeah. It's called Rants and Bants. And then what he's doing for that, there's a woman that sort of like said some derogatory things about Barack Obama's wife. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like he did a live video on Facebook, literally ripping into her. He ripped her a new one. And I remember I was working at sort of like this company, the coach company at that time there, right? And me and a brethren was watching it, and we just couldn't stop laughing. We just literally couldn't stop laughing. Do you know what I mean? You know, man said he goes that the woman looks like Meatloaf in drag.
Let me continue, guys. Let me continue. Great stuff. Norm says kids are more interested in gaming than footy now. Gents like these rating cards and crap. We see
and FIFA and all that, innit? Yeah.
We've seen the best in my view. I would not want to swap with them. I wouldn't swap anything with them.
100%, Foz. He's 100% right. Even when it comes to participation of football, kids going into football teams and things like that's gone down dramatically. So, and then see, there's the next crop of people who don't know their football. They say they played it once, and then I'm a YouTuber now, and I see that more often than not.
Yeah, he says that they won't get the World Cups. We got 100%. It's different World Cups. Man. Come on, man. We watch World Cups. Every team had a special player back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think you ever get that in the modern day. You know what I'm saying? So those World Cups are special. Can't take away those World Cups from us, man. The difference between us and the modern day kids is like we go back in history. Like we used to watch tapes within tapes of olden players, you know what I mean, and all that stuff, and understand football more. You know what I mean, because you in order for you to understand football, you need to go back in history to see how it how the special players like Pele and Garrincha and all these guys. And I mean, and then like when they talk about Messi and Maradona, I always say Maradona is the better player because what are we playing now, Anton? If you could vouch for, I know like you're Messi guy. I'm trying to tell you, like, if you look at what the football we're playing now is Maradona football because it's technical football as well as the outside the football, which is the freestyling football. Who did that?
I would say, for the argument, I would say Maradona. See, we put him against Messi. I would say Maradona. His manipulation of the ball is
just natural.
Unparalleled. The only one next to him when it comes to manipulation of the ball. I'm talking about I can do anything I want with this ball, kind of thing, right? Only person who's come close to him is Ronaldinho when it comes to like football, the tricks and things like that, and like I said, put the ball anywhere you want, anywhere you want.
Let me ask you a question, and what football are we playing there on and off the pitch? Maradona, isn't it? That's what we're doing. Because if you look at who started freestyling, who was the creator of freestyling?
Yeah, true.
Think about it. Yeah. You're a freestyler yourself.
But this age, this day and age, it's more.
They don't know how.
They play a lot of. There's a lot of systems now. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of systems.
But Anton, you know me. I used to have tapes. You see in my house, I used to have tapes and tapes of everybody.
Yeah, of course.
So I know how it started. You watch technical football today. This is carpet. What you're playing on. If Maradona was on this carpet. And these defenders that you have nowadays, he would have took them to the cleaners. He was just a natural. If you talk about a footballer, the most natural footballer, that's your guy because he did what you're doing on the pitch now, and he does what you do off the pitch now. You know what I mean?
So with Pele and all that, Pele with me, he's probably made the greatest because he's got everything in one type of thing, everything in one. The intelligence, like for him to dummy the ball for us, still up to this day, that dummy in the World Cup. And unbelievable.
I wish he scored that. I really wish.
The IQ for something like that is unparalleled, man.
Halfway line, and don't forget when he tried to score.
Yeah. For me, it's him. You know what I'm saying? It's him. But in nowadays football, it's Messi for me.
Yeah. But Messi, I love to see him in Napoli back in the 80s, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, guys?
With them tackles, but the thing is, with Messi, he's what I would say he was more clever kind of thing. In Maradona, skillful to get himself out of trouble. Obviously, I'm not saying he didn't have a brain. He was a genius as well. But with Messi, I think his IQ is really high.
But like I said, like Maradona did stuff with teams that's less talented than Messi.
Yeah, true.
And better defenders. Don't forget, better defenders, world-class defenders. You can't even name 5 world-class defenders in the modern day. Ask Anton. If I ask name you 5 world-class, you can't name any. You know what I mean? So
Italian defenders. What?
German defenders.
Even from that time,
Spanish defenders.
It was unbelievable.
I mean, so man. People don't look into things like that, and what I mean, I've always said it, like different times. I know, like in the modern time, it's all about technical ability and all this stuff, but it's not. I don't find it attractive. What we was watching, I don't, man. Me and you, like, look at the amount of football we watched back in the day, like all around the world. You wouldn't stop us. Nowadays, people just watch the Premier League, Italian League sometimes, or Spanish League sometimes. We watched everything, and we enjoyed the art of defending. We wanted to. I remember we used to stay up and watch Brazil, like different times in it. Like
of course, man. Opportunity
in the morning and things like that.
Argentinian League, Argentinian League,
Boca Juniors, River Plate, and all these guys. Yeah, of course.
Big game. Big games.
There's nothing like that anymore, and I don't. Like I said, if you look at the modern day football, it's all Maradona. That's how I see it when I'm looking at. On the pitch and off the pitch. This guy used to do kick-ups with golf balls when nobody was doing it. I mean, tennis balls and all this stuff when nobody was doing it. He did everything, man. He used to kick the ball in the air and come back in the same spot about 50 times.
For me, that's the hardest move. I'm sorry that there's no one who can do it. Even Dino couldn't do it. Messi could not do that. Cristiano Ronaldo could not do that. For all the money he has, he couldn't do that. He couldn't do that. 50-foot or 40-foot kick-ups in the air. The ball's in the air, and you hit it straight up in the air again. And you constantly do it. I'm sorry. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to that manipulation, there's no one I've seen closer than him. The only one we can probably try and put him in the same breath as Ronaldinho.
Yeah, man. Look at it. Well, they chopped his leg once, didn't they? And he came back even stronger. You know what I mean? He came back even stronger and won the World Cup after that, didn't he? So, yeah, 86, like Norm says, like 86, 90.
Oh, 86 World Cup. What a World Cup, man. Even 1990 World Cup was beautiful, man. Was beautiful.
Oh, man.
You saw
Badger
at his best, man. Oh, Badger, Roger Miller. Oh, man.
That's
when Beckenbauer was manager of the team in it for Germany. Their team was cold as well. Cold,
bro.
Was that before?
Oh, bro.
So was that before the Berlin Wall come down?
Yeah.
So you had East and West
Germany. Was phenomenal.
And everybody Gaza, innit? Gaza and his crying days, man. Over there.
Gaza, when he's number 19 coming on, again another one. There was so much to watch in that tournament. Roberto Baggio, all that Scalacci, Donadoni.
Scalacci, you know.
Yeah, man. Scalacci. And he got there by default, Scalacci, because mine got injured and they put him in. He's like,
Vialli got injured.
We got him, put him in, and my man was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Modern day football.
You don't get days like that anymore, bro.
I don't watch this. No. Just watch Liverpool and that's it for me, man. I don't want to watch anything else, man. Allow that, man.
Yeah.
I remember watching the 1982 World Cup.
Yeah.
You had some ballers in there.
In Spain, yeah.
Yeah, you got some ballers in there, bro.
Tardelli.
The World Cup Brazil should have won with Socrates and them. Like they were saying.
Yeah. Because they took you know what it is? They took one for Edia and then it's all Italy rained all over the boy.
Rods, they thought they already won already because they smacked everyone and the way they played and they had they had their socks all the way down to their ankles and they was like swinging their way to the final kind of thing.
Cocky.
And Italy just showed them. Italy just literally showed them how to play football, bro.
But they had a sick team as well. Sick team.
I still remember that replay they always used to show. Obviously, we was too young, but when he did that guy when he scored the goal, he's shaking his head.
Marco Tardelli.
And a lot of people try to emulate.
Grosso tried to do it in 2006. Yeah.
Look at that
World Cup.
We know.
I'll tell you don't get footballers that anymore. You do not. You do not. And I'll tell you something. I'll go so far as saying, if England had the right manager, back in them times there, right, they could have got further than what they did.
Yeah.
They needed a right manager. They literally needed a right, 78, 82 and all. They needed a right manager. They just didn't have the right manager. Do you know what I mean?
The problem with England is with England is the same type of football, different manager, and that's what the problem was. I mean, and they don't want to step away from that type of football.
I did like Bobby Robson though.
I liked him.
He was a gentleman, man.
I didn't like the way he treated John Barnes though. You know what I mean? When he came out and said, "Yeah, John Barnes, I want you to play like you play for Liverpool, but you don't play the same formation. How can he play the same way?" You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
But let's continue with this and see what's going on. DR Sport, I like it. Uncle Rod's iffy about it. Anton likes it as well.
So I've been out.
What are you saying?
Yeah.
I was just saying I've been outvoted, so just go. No, man, just go with your both votes. You know what I mean? I'm happy with that.
It is what it is. No,
I'm happy with that.
I don't mind it. It can improve as well, to be fair. I mean, Norm says player rate a player based on the ratings on a gaming device. They have never seen them play. There you go, bro. This is
100%.
100%. This is the.
I think the other day, maybe Thursday, Friday, I was going through Instagram.
Yeah.
And I think it was Rio Ferdinand. He was talking to someone. He said, what do you think of R9? And he said the same thing without me even. I'll put it up. How many times have you heard me say R9 was like Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo in one?
Yeah, he was.
How many times you heard? And he said that. Someone else said that. I'm trying to think who it was. And I was saying, listen, and they were accurate. I'm sorry, it was accurate. It was at 21. There's no one I've never seen. No one as good as that, as powerful has everything. Like remember we said about. Remember that film called Weird Science?
Yeah,
where they make the perfect girl. if they were making the perfect footballer, R9 at 21 was
Question,
that guy.
Question,
He
and
was
if R9
everything.
didn't have those injuries, would he be the greatest player?
Yes.
There you go. Simple as that. That's all I want to hear. That's all I want to know. Both of you agreed, right? If he didn't have those injuries, he changed football anyway.
Listen, Fozzie, no weaknesses, none.
Anton, I remember you telling me about him, and I said, "No, I'm Romario, man. I love that shit."
None. Man. I used to love Romario because he was fly, you know.
Yeah.
He's the toe punt, and I used to love to chip the keeper and things like that. But R9, 21, 22, you can tell someone who even now, up to this day and age, and them boys have won how many Ballon d'Ors between them? Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. Not one of them could say they got Ballon d'Or 21. Not one of them could say. And at the time when it was pure man who can get Ballon d'Or, you know.
You know what convinced me about it, guys? You know what convinced me about R9? I'm sure Anton and Uncle Ross heard it. When he missed that 1 year, I think he came second or something. He said, I'll win it next year. And then he won it again.
Yeah.
You know what is about R9, yeah?
You do that.
You know what is about R9 that makes him phenomenal? Man comes into the World Cup. I think it's 2006, wasn't it? 2006.
Yeah.
Comes into the World Cup, overweight. And not only did Brazil win the World Cup, he becomes the top scorer in that tournament.
Oh, that's 2002.
Is it 2002? Right, 2002.
2002.
Yeah. In that tournament, and he was overweight, wasn't he? He was overweight.
Yeah.
So where's he going? He ain't going to do nothing.
He was
not
injured, only did he came back from injury.
Yeah, but he was overweight, wasn't he? He was overweight.
Yeah, he wasn't the same Ronaldo anymore.
Yeah, but not only did
he accomplished what he needed, didn't he?
Yeah.
The World Cup twice, by the way. He was part of the 94 World Cup team.
94
World Cup. But what I'm trying to say, not only did he win his national side win that tournament for the 5th time, right? Yeah. He was the top scorer in that tournament.
Yeah.
This is a guy that's supposed to be overweight. He's a phenomenon. I'm telling you.
Yeah, 100%. If it wasn't for the knees, unbelievable, alien. And he was the one. If you see, listen, look at it this way. A lot of people don't know this as well, right? Look at it this way. You see the last maybe 4 Champions Leagues. Let's say last 5 Champions Leagues that Real Madrid won.
Yeah,
they won it because they missed the man, you know.
Of course.
All them players, Ronaldo, Benzema. They looked at him as the bar, as I want to get to. If I want to get to this level, and then try and do my own thing, and I will see what we can do. I think without Ronaldo, R9, them European Cup.
It is today. It's true.
Honestly, he was the one. I want to be like him. I want to be like him.
I still believe 98 he was drugged. I know you guys say I'm over.
Yeah. There's all kinds of things, isn't it?
I still think that, man. That guy in that World Cup was killing every defender. And all of a sudden, in the World Cup final, he's in hospital. What is that? In the place where the World Cup is held against the team, you know,
of course.
I mean, that actually everybody wants to win, you know what I mean, which is France, in France. So
that's what you say, that the man, there's some conspiracy going on.
The guy wasn't even in the team sheet. He had to discharge himself from hospital to come and play. You know what I mean? That's how
Anton, man got bamboozled there.
Crazy. Ravi says, when I was a kid in the early 90s, GA stats were not a big deal. It is what player did on the pitch that spoke volumes. Spot on, bro. That's what it's all about. Eye test. As me and Uncle Ross spoke about earlier, we went to watch Liverpool versus Lille. We've seen things we don't really see on TV. And we realized Darwin Núñez, we might obviously don't rate him that much, but we see what he goes through on the pitch, which is, a lot of players actually avoid passing to him purposely.
I saw that night. Yeah, it was shocking. It was shocking.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
But you blame them for.
No, I don't blame them, but it's bad. It's really, really bad. He's a footballer. Give him the ball. Let him make the mistakes, though, innit, man? Come on. It's like us when we were kids, Anton. We used to pick certain players, and we didn't used to give them the ball. We used to tell them to stand there and not move.
Just stand there, put them in goal. That's the truth of football nowadays. I'm sorry. Someone like Núñez would have been a goalkeeper.
Exactly.
My time, you're in goal, bro. You're in goal. He can make it because he runs hard and he works hard. He's got good physique and he's got pace. That's for me. That's what you can see in just him.
Yeah, crazy. Let's continue, guys. Let's see what they're getting next. I think it's rants, isn't it?
Hey, man, for me, I can't lie, man. He's got to be on the GOAT tier, even though we don't want to glaze and that. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna give him GOAT tier, and I'll tell you why. Again, I'm gonna be very honest. Rance's football side is very good. Obviously, very, very good, actually. But Rance's personality side is also very good. Now, as a consumer, I'm just gonna vote it.
Be honest.
Rance, I like a lot of Rance content that I watch that is away from football. Because Rance is not a United channel. He's a Rance and Bans person.
No. That's what I'm saying. Right now, he's doing
I like when he actually does these mad uploads of Pop the Balloon and this, that, the other, and Jim and blah, blah, blah. If he did more of that, I think he would most definitely be in the GOAT tier. Because Rance has the potential to have 500,000, like the way he talks, his mentality, his ideologies and stuff. He would be GOAT. He can be on 500,000 subscribers, 1 million subs, easy. But I want to see more of Rance's other side than just football side.
You want to see more of his personality side, more of his kind of
I like when Rance goes to the gym and he does all of.
You see what I was saying about the acting bit, guys? There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. It's precisely what I've been telling them about it. This is what they want to be. They want to be actors. I mean, that's their next step in life. Keep continuing.
These other things, he does these other streams and stuff like.
See why I put him on the GOAT side, because he's consistent. His numbers are always very, very good.
That is true.
The Pioneer. Remember, he did it. The BBC, Vice. That's why I put him in the GOAT, because he's been mashing up work for the past 10 years.
No, he has, and then he carried his following over from Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch.
Rance has a very
2 years out, came back. That's why I'm putting him on the GOAT series.
And Rance, if anything, he is his. How do I say it without sounding disrespectful to anyone? Rance is in his own lane, isn't he?
Yes.
He don't give a flying F about anything. No sponsors, no diluting, no nothing. I think if there is anyone who is the most authentic in this industry, I don't think I've come across anyone other than Rance. He will never ever bend and fold to anything, and that's just my honest opinion, innit? I never see him have a sponsor, have a. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. But I would like to see him outside do the content, because I enjoyed that side of him.
Huh?
He's too road man for that. That's why.
Yeah, he's a road man.
Runs more.
Yeah. So I'm saying, you're saying elite. I'm saying go. Okay, everyone in the chat, go or elite.
What's that?
And you can tell he smokes weed. You can tell.
Yeah.
He's a heavy. He's a heavy. We can tell. He's like, you know what? Yeah, bro. No, that's true, bro. You know what? They just scored, didn't it?
In it, man.
You know what it is? You know what it is about Rance?
Small words, isn't it? Small words.
You know what it is about Rance? What they're saying about Rance? They want to see more Pop the Balloon and stuff like that. The other side, Rance started off like that anyway.
Yeah.
This is the second thing that he done, like football and that, because of his love for football, because of that, and he's a footballing coach as well. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he's a footballing coach, and this and that. He's got a love for football. That's why he literally got a football channel. But like, what they want to see more, he started off that way from Facebook. Rance, as he said, Rance and Bants. Rance and Bants at the end of the day was that kind of stuff that he's looking for now. That was on Facebook. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how he got to sort of like his foot in the door. Do you know what I mean? So naturally, at the end of the day, when it came round to sort of like doing stuff with the football and that, right, he had a knack for it. You know what I mean? He had a knack for it. That's why I will put him up with sort of like elite, because he's been in this business at the end of the day, right, for a long time. He's been in this business at the end of the day when these guys, enough of these guys, wasn't even thinking about having a YouTube channel. Yeah. Was it even doing nothing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
He was doing his thing. So and he's got like over 60,000 sort of like subscribers. Last I know, do you know what I mean? Yeah.
He's got over 100,000.
All right, that's what I'm trying to say. So like, really and truly, that's why I'll put him in elite, because he's done his bones, man. He's made his bones.
Never changed. He's made his bones.
Acted
the same. Yeah. Like the guy just said, there's no sponsors. He just does. I mean, just himself. He's just being himself. That's what we said. There's a difference between actors and people being themselves. And Rance has always been himself. You know what I mean? Yeah. He will never change for anybody, no matter what you put in front of him. I like that, man.
Man said that he's scared of him. Bro, I'm not scared of no one, man.
Why would we even be scared of him? He's our boy.
You know what I mean? My thing is one of them where it's like, when we look up to like content creators, he was the guy that was doing mashing up work before anyone.
He did stuff with Vice as well, remember?
Yeah.
He did
something with
Vice.
That's what I'm saying to you. So it depends. Like I said, for me,
it's Elite.
Lee Gunner.
Do you agree with that, Elite?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, GOAT. They've gone GOAT instead.
I would say Elite.
Yeah?
I would say Elite.
Anton?
When I first knew about Lee, I thought no, but you know what? He pulls out his little stat thing, and he's got a knife for certain things. But you know what?
Yeah.
He said that Gakpo was going to be a flop, and he was wrong. And a few other guys that he said it's going to be a flop, and
Who said that?
wrong, but Lee Gunner.
Oh, no, I'm talking about Rants.
No, we're talking about Rants, isn't it?
Oh, it's about Rants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Lee Gunner next, but take it easy, bro.
No, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm seeing now, you know what? Like I said, he knows he's got a few things he says, but I still think he's on weed and that all the time. But maybe that's just him how he talks.
The small words, in it. The small,
small
not in the
words.
dictionary words, in it. A lot.
And he doesn't get fluffed or anything. Like anything can go on. A bomb can go off, and he's still the same tone kind of thing.
The bomb,
like that. Because like that.
He's like, oh my God, they just scored. Okay. I told you, man.
Told you, man.
Yeah, see, he's one level all the time, man.
Oh, man. Yeah, let's go next. I think he's a GOAT. He's one of the starters of this stuff. People don't give him credit for it. He put United. Don't forget, like, if it wasn't for him, would United Stand be where they are? I mean, he had a lot of following before United Stand, so he helped them out too. If people don't know that.
For me, Lee Gunner's elite, man. I can't lie to you.
Lee Gunner is the GOAT.
Okay, let's discuss it before they discuss him. Lee Gunner, Anton. What do you think of him? I know you started.
Oh yeah, so like I said earlier, yeah, he has a few things on the game. You know, what I mean, he does pull out some good. You know, we're talking about.
He's that age, isn't he? He's around that age, isn't it? So,
but he can back it up. He can back it up with football, with a bit of football knowledge and that, and common sense. You know what I'm saying? And he always challenges everyone. Like he challenges even people on like, or for his team. You know what I'm saying? Always challenges. So I don't mind him. Don't mind him, to be honest. He's a decent one. Yeah. I think they're right. Actually, I think they're right. But you got a few wrong before. When we said to me, I told you earlier. He said that Gakpo's going to be a flop, and he said about 3 other players going to be a flop, and it turned around and it wasn't. But you know what? That means we're all human. We don't know it all. So for me, I'll put him up there.
Yeah. What about you, Uncle Rods?
I'll say, man, I rate Lee Gunner. Of course, rate Lee Gunner. And so I'm like Anthony. You know, he has got a few things wrong, but nobody's perfect. You know what I mean? But generally, and he can back up what he says. Do you know what I mean? You know, if he says something about something, do you know what I mean? It's like we need with the gal the other day, and he quoted something from sort of like
he always kills good gal.
Yeah, he does. He does, and he kills him off in it. And he quoted something about sort of like Havard from Arsenal Fan TV, the website. That's the Arsenal website thing. Yeah. And then the gal got something else from somewhere else, and it literally meant the same thing, but phrased different. Yeah. And he was trying to tell sort of like Lee Gunner he was wrong, and he was trying to say, well, look, that's from Arsenal website, a feature website. Do you know what I mean? So don't tell me I'm wrong. Tell them up there wrong. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, it's like one of them. But he usually most of the times that he gets it right, and most of the time he's got sort of like things to back up with. What I like about him at the day is like he holds his club to a high standard. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know, he holds them at a high standard, and because he's been at the day with the times at the day that sort of like Arsenal was battering this team and that team and doing very well. So he holds his club to high standards. And I don't think many of these sort of like obviously modern day fans, right, hold the same standards, you know what I mean? And he just points it out. Do you know what I mean? So I rate it.
I think it's good. I think it's good. I don't know about the levels because I don't watch him consistently. To me, when I watch the older guys who are around that age, I think they're trying to convince this new generation about their way of thinking of football. You're gonna win the argument no matter what. When I look at it, you know what I mean. That's, from my point of view, when I watch Liga, I argue with Igal and all these other guys. But you're too repetitive. You know what I mean. You're going about it continuously. You can't change modern day people's minds. You're even that you're right. You're fighting a losing battle in a way because you're repeating the same stuff every single time, every day to these guys. Don't you get tired of it? That's what I don't understand. Because when I argue with them nowadays, I just okay, Anton. If you know me a long time ago, I would stay there till the morning argue with you, Marquez. But these days, I'm thinking to myself like, what's the point? I know I'm right, and I know he's wrong, but he keeps repeating himself to these guys, and he doesn't get it. They're different. They're not like us, man. I mean, we will concede an argument if we're wrong, and then we'll find another thing on another day to beat him. You know what I mean? But these guys, man, to me, he's trying to be around this, this generation, and it's just too repetitive, and that's what he needs to step away from. Do your own thing, bro, because you're championing your own thing anyway. But when you're trying to convince someone of something they don't want to know about, it's impossible. Even though you're right, but it's still impossible in my opinion.
Well, you know what it is? Do you know what it is though? I think with Lee Gunner, to be fair, I think that's the format of his show. Do you know what I mean? To try and educate people.
You can't educate these kids. Don't want to listen.
I know, but I know they don't want to listen, right? But that is a format. That is the format of a show because we know that they think they know it all. But as a format of a show, so what he tries to do, you know what I mean? He tries to sort of like show the hypocrisy of what they're sort of like talking about. It's like me when I do like my reaction shows, and then obviously somebody came in and said like, they prefer I don't do the reaction shows and that they like it, and when I obviously debate with yourself and Anton and this and that. But I was saying to him, listen, that day I'm just here to sort of like show you the hypocrisy of the rival fans. You know what I mean? And react to the hypocrisy of the rival fans. I know at the day they're talking nonsense, but I want to show you lot and the rest of the viewers at the day they're talking nonsense. You know what I mean? It's one of them ones. So
you know what it is with us?
That's what his format is. You know what I mean? And to be honest, at the day, right, he's doing very well with it because what it is at the day, right? A lot of those people like a girl and this person and that person will call him on shows to try and debate him. That's what it is. They'll try and debate him, but he just makes him look stupid each and every time.
You'll find a losing battle. I mean, there's a guy who watches football all around the world like we used to back in the day. You know what I mean? He still does it. That's his job now.
Yeah, he does. He does.
So,
yeah.
Fighting a losing battle. You know what I mean? And with us, like, if there's an argument, we'll settle it within that 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Whoever wins, wins. But these guys, they'll go for the long monologue. They'll just talk and talk. They'll tell you from the start to the middle to the end, like for about 5 hours until they get it wrong or right. It's too long now with these guys. Just get it over done with these guys.
It's too long, but do you know what? You know something? Just quick, If somebody's gonna call you on the show to debate you, and you're gonna get paid for it, you're gonna go in.
Of course, 100%.
Well, that's what it is. Because most of the channels that he's on and he's debating people and stuff, right? Make no mistake in it, he's getting paid for that.
Oh yeah.
Because he's making a living. So like, you're gonna go. Do you know what I mean? Plus, at the end of the day, you can make him look stupid at the same time. Make him look stupid and get paid. Yeah. Listen, that's paradise, bro. That's paradise, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Because like I don't know if you guys,
Caribbean,
if you guys know about the modern day fans, like they will tell you about the goal scoring from the defensive side, from the set pieces and everything. They'll go through that just to justify their player, even that the other player is better all-round player. They will still give you that stats of the players. It's just too much, man, in my opinion. That's why I do want to argue with the guys about Gibbs White and what's his name and Fernandez. Fernandez is in a big stage. He should be performing the way he's performing. That's the difference. I mean, Gibbs White should not do what he's doing at Northern Forest. That's impossible. Two different clubs. Come on, man. It's madness, man.
I would say to you, Faz, when you get in a show, get the show. I know you can't be wrong sometimes, but I would say Just make them look stupid.
No, but I don't.
Make them look stupid because what it is, isn't it?
Unks, I can't connect with people that don't want to listen.
No, you don't have to connect.
You want to hear what they want to hear. They want to hear.
No, you don't have to connect with them. You don't have to connect with them. You don't have to do that. All you have to do at the end of the day, right, is put out simple facts about what you're talking about, yeah, and make them look stupid. You make them look stupid. You know what I'm saying? Now, someone like you yourself at the day, with your extensive football knowledge, it won't take you that much effort to make these people look stupid. Do you know what I mean? He would not. You'll probably crash them about no, seriously, you probably crashed them about two or three sentences in that. You'll probably just crash them like that. Do you know what I mean? You have him looking down like that, the floor.
No, but the thing is, I'm not all about. Listen, I could debate anyone. I'm not afraid to debate anyone. But the thing is when they go on that long, stretchy stuff, when they have to justify things, that's when I get lost. Even that, if you can still beat them, they still go on about it. That's the problem I have.
They're too stubborn. This new lot, man. They're too stubborn, and then all they know is stats, bro. There's reading stats.
Yeah, in it. Data. Can you show me the data?
And I've mentioned their day and age football is not all that. And you're talking about we got the two best players of all time, Messi and Ronaldo. I said that's what only you've
all
got.
Time?
Oh. No, but what they could, obviously people have them up high like that. You know what I mean?
There's a simple answer to that one or question, whatever which way you want to go about it. You just ask them. I love Messi and Ronaldo, what they did in football. Great, fantastic. Did they face the likes of Baresi, Thuram, Desai, Maldini? Did they face these kind of defenders in their time? The best
Messi did to extent, and Ronaldo to extent as well. They did. Yeah. They faced Maldini in it, but Maldini said Maldini said out of the two is Messi.
Yeah,
100%.
Like I said, when defenders were around, when defending was art, have they faced those players? They can't talk about it because they haven't. So we could only judge them on the time they're in. But before that, there was greater players, that couldn't do much. Against those defenders. I remember Denilson doing about 50 step overs against Lilian Thuram, couldn't get past him. That's the kind of defensive I'm talking about.
Wow,
which doesn't exist anymore. Doesn't exist.
He was some player, wasn't he, Lilian Thuram?
Oh, unbelievable!
Solid, bro. Solid, man. God damn.
Him and Cannavaro in the back.
Stop that.
That was unbelievable.
People forget about Palmer, innit? How much of a good players they used to have Palmer. People forget that.
Yeah. What's that Italian? They had an Argentinian at the back. Cincini, is it Cincini?
Cincini.
Because Cincini and Cannavaro and Thuram was on the right back, innit? They had that team was cold. Oh, when they had the strap kit. What kit?
Yellow, the yellow and black. Something.
Yeah, yellow and blue.
Yeah.
Unbelievable team. What a team!
I tell you, Italy at the day, right? If you look at some of the Italy teams back in the day, even like Sampdoria had some ballers back in there as well.
Lombardo, Gullit, Mancini. You know what I mean? David
Lombardi. Lombardi.
Lombardo, yeah.
Stop it.
Listen. Premier League, right? Don't get me wrong. Premier League has been brilliant for the years it's been now, and
did they have the same type of players here, man?
But the thing is, that level I've never seen. I'm still up to now. I've not seen that level of championship in better than the Italian league. It was so hard.
Yeah, there was.
Even watching the game, you fall asleep because it was like two players playing chess. It was so hard.
Yeah.
All them man who were gods in his country. I'm gonna say, i.e. Zola, Bergkamp, Henry. There's a few of them. They could not handle that. They could not handle that, man. No. That's the next level. That's what I was saying with R9. Again, back to R9 again. He played in the era when it was hard, man. These men will take you out. They won't just tackle you. They just take you. They will take you out. Clean, kicking your ankle, taking you out, finish you for the game.
Yeah.
And it was so tactically astute, man. So
look at the players. And look at the players, mate. Just look at the players that was playing in Italy that time.
That was the best time. That was the best time because the level.
Each team, bro. You know what I mean, That's
even
what we
remember the Carter played for
yeah,
Perugia.
yeah.
It's too much, man.
Yeah.
Next level.
You know what Italians used to do when they built their team.
Yeah.
This is what they did and everything now, and I think England lost their way in some sort of way in this. They always built from the back.
Yeah.
They always made sure the backbone of their sort of like team was strong, like the defenders were strong. Do you know what I mean? So basically, if you got past the midfielders there, right, you was definitely not getting past the defenders. You know what I mean?
Man, they'll take you out. They'll take you right out.
Somehow, somehow, if you got past the defenders and remember they always had to add a baller in the goalkeeper. Pull off saves that you didn't think was possible. Yeah. They just had a complete crash because what they did at the day, they're very technical with it. They built from the back upwards and everything that, right? So when it comes to the attackers now and everything that, right, the attackers that they were phenomenal because what it wasn't there, the service they was getting from like other the defenders into midfield and to the attackers and they was phenomenal. Do you know what I mean? It was just phenomenal. I remember the times of watching sort of like Golazio when you have people like Edgar Davids in the midfield.
You're talking about Gazzetta Italia.
With Richardson.
Tommy Richardson.
Yeah.
James Richardson.
Yeah.
James
Richardson. On Channel 4. And you know, the midfield.
Oh, it could be in the coffee shop, innit? Coffee shop, reading the newspaper every
all
morning.
the time with a coffee and an ice cream.
Yeah. Those were the days, man. Because you know what is it? I think you know what it was about those days, right? They had seasons where they changed the country. They had Italian football was on for a while, and then it was Dutch football, and then it was Portuguese football. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, it was, and you literally saw the best of the best.
Oh,
I saw Johnny Heitner in the day, right, when he used to play for was it PSV he used to play for?
Ajax.
Johnny Heitner.
Yeah. Johnny Heitner. Was it Ajax? Ajax?
No, it wasn't Ajax, was it?
Was it Ajax?
I'm sure it's PSV. It's either PSV or Feyenoord. One of them two.
I think it's Feyenoord.
It might be Feyenoord.
Yeah. The one with the coach for Liverpool, talking about him.
Yeah.
No, Johnny Heitner. Yeah. Coach from sorry. Coach
he played for Everton.
Yeah, number two. I'm sure he played for Feyenoord. I'm a Feyenoord or PSV. I don't think it was Ajax.
Okay.
Guys, let me read on the comments. Norm says, Maradona, Haji, Stoichkov, Boromila, we had personalities and talent when we grew up watching. Oh, 100%, bro.
Stoichkov, you know.
Stoichkov and Romario for Barcelona.
Unbelievable.
Cold brothers.
But they got fixed up in the final, man, against AC Milan.
Yeah, that was the only problem.
That was the only one. They couldn't beat them, did they?
You forget, Desai was a midfielder.
4-0.
Yeah, Desai was a midfielder. Who was it? What's that number 10 again? Anton, the Yugoslavian player?
Dejan Savicevic.
Savicevic, that's it. Savicevic, man. Lobbing the goalkeeper from the 6-yard line and things like that with his left foot. Sick left foot, man.
Unbelievable. We're talking about talent, intelligence.
Raw talent.
The intelligence was too much.
I'm telling you, man.
This guy physically, he was terrible. Physically, he was like Yossi Benayoun, mad Phil. He could flip for a letterbox. But the man was so clever. He was so cunning, so technical. Yeah, you had to some way of stopping him, man. You had to be in brain box to stop him, man. He was too much. He was way ahead of you in it comes to moves, man. Like I said,
Savicevic, you talking about?
Huh?
You talking about Savicevic?
Yeah, Savicevic.
Yeah.
Yossi Benayoun was a baller still, though.
Yeah, Yossi Benayoun was a baller, but I was saying that kind of skinny, small, diminutive kind of players.
They had Boban that time. They had
Zovimir Boban. He looked like he used to smoke weed. He was nonchalant. You know that nonchalant. I don't really care, but I'm here. But I'm such a good player. I don't really care about life. I'm just here just for bands. That's him. Great footballer though. Great footballer, Zovimir Boban. Davor Suker.
No, Suker was heavy.
What a player. Davor Suker. What? We can go back. We talk for hours, man.
I'm telling you, man.
Honestly,
you forget the Saeed was a DM back in the day as well. You forget that.
I mean, the ballers back in them days. If you put them now, there's too many.
Remember Donadoni, guys? The right winger, flying winger, Donadoni.
Of course, Donadoni.
Yeah, Boban, and they had Massaro. Remember Massaro, the striker?
Yeah.
Played in the '94 World Cup as well. Yeah, man.
Remember Marcel Desailly was actually Ghanaian, you know? He's actually Ghanaian.
Yeah, born in Ghana.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. Rossi, the goalkeeper. The defender I think you was talking about, Anton Maldini, changed his obviously left foot was Tossotti. The captain. He was the actual captain.
The only way he can get in was to play left back.
Yep.
So he played left back, became the best left back in the world. And
when we was kids, man, we loved Guardiola, man. Guardiola was a technical.
He was one of my favorite players, Guardiola.
Player, but with his
heavy.
Remember his elbow, Anton. His elbow. He always used to do that kind of stuff when he's kicking the ball and that. Oh man.
I used to start watching Patrick Kluivert. I thought he was good as well.
Yeah, good player, man.
He was a good player.
That young Ajax team, killer team, man.
The ones that won the Champions League.
Was it 96 or something?
90. Yeah, 96. 95? Was it 95? No, 96. 95 was Dortmund, I think, or Juventus. Against Juventus, wasn't it?
Yeah.
96.
Honestly, that young team, that little team, Ajax team, was unbelievable.
Phenomenal. You had some ballers in there.
Unbelievable.
You had some ballers in there, bro.
Oh, what a team.
And you know what it is? A lot of those players at the day went on to have successful careers.
Great careers.
I'm sure
Juventus won in 96. Hang on, let me just say. Was it 94?
Rod, I was right. Johnny Heitinga, it was Ajax.
Oh, was it Ajax? Okay.
From 2001 to 2008. Then Atletico Madrid, then Everton, then Fulham, Hertha Berlin, and then I went to Ajax in 2016.
Yeah, 95.
2016.
Who was he with when he was with in Holland? Like when he's coming through, was it Ajax?
Yeah, it was Ajax. Yeah.
Okay.
He was in the same team as Rafael van der Vaart.
Oh yes.
And Wesley Sneijder.
Yes, and Huntelaar and them man there.
Huntelaar came after, just a little bit after.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
He was a ball as well, wasn't he, Huntelaar?
Oh, his name suited is a striker, Huntelaar. Like,
yeah,
he was a hunter, bro. He was a hunter, bro. He was clinical.
I'm looking at the Anthony was 95 final actually. AC Milan when Ajax beat them. Well, I think Kluivert scored the winner, didn't he? Patrick Kluivert.
Yeah, it was the same goal.
He came as a sub.
Same goal. It was very similar to Robin's goal in the Champions League final against.
You forget. You guys forget Kanu was part of that team as well. You know what I mean? The Nigerian Kanu.
I didn't forget.
Oh, okay.
I didn't forget.
Let me name you the players, from Ajax that made it.
Nike.
Yeah. Aminike. And Van der Sar was in goal. Reisiger. Remember Reisiger?
Yeah. Michael Reisiger.
Yeah. Played for Barcelona at the end.
Winston Bogart.
Blind Senior. Captain.
Danny Blind.
Rijkaard, he came back to Holland. That was the end of his career, didn't he? From AC Milan and that.
Yeah.
Frank de Boer, Seedorf, George, Davids, Ronald de Boer, Litmanen. Come on, guys.
I said that earlier.
Come on.
I said it earlier.
What up, girl? Come on. And Overmars. The substitutes, obviously, Kluivert scored the winner, with a header. I think it's a header. I remember it was a header. Grim, I don't know. Kanu, and there was Bogart there as well. You remember the defender?
Bogart.
I said that already, boss. I said that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Bogart was heavy.
People forget that team. You know what I mean? Their number 9 was regularly Kanu before Kluivert came in. I mean, crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Football when it was good, guys, man. When you name that Ajax team and what they went to achieve, crazy. Absolutely crazy, in my opinion.
Do you know, like, you think when Kanu came to Arsenal, he did bits,
Yeah, I read
he
him.
did bits.
Really like
this?
Kanu came to Arsenal, he did bits.
Listen, he won the Atlanta Olympics against Brazil.
Yeah.
For Nigeria.
Yeah.
And they had all the ballers. This is when Ronaldo was
Ronaldinho, isn't it?
Yeah,
they had Ronaldo
Ronaldo number 18. Listen,
yeah.
Kanu, he used to make me laugh all the time because he used to make all the players jump. And when he comes to his country here, the defenders jumped in. He used to dummy everyone. He used to dummy the camera.
He used to shoot, then he just slides it. Yeah.
Rod, he used to dummy the camera. He would make the shot, the camera would move, and he wouldn't shoot. Like even the camera was tricked, bro. He used to make me laugh all the time, man.
I remember when Arsenal played Chelsea and
Ed the High in goal.
Yeah, Chelsea had about like 4 of the French World Cup players in their team.
Yeah.
Right? And I think Chelsea was winning, and then what it was, they brought on Kanu, right? And Kanu scored a hat trick.
Oh yeah, when he goes, "What's my name?"
Yeah, he copied them defenders, bro. He literally copied them.
John Terry, was it John Terry? No, it wasn't. Frank LeBouf.
John Terry wasn't there that time there.
Yeah, it was Frank LeBouf and Desai.
Yeah, Desai, yeah. He doppered them, man, there.
Underrated footballer, Kanu. He had a heart issue, didn't he? He had a heart issue as well.
Yeah.
Underrated, man.
He ended up paying for Portsmouth, yeah, and then he won the FA Cup with Portsmouth, didn't he?
Yeah.
Very skillful for a tall guy. Very skillful. You know that Nigerian team? Some of their players.
Oh, yeah. Sunday Elise,
JJ, Sunday Elise, Aminike, you know what I mean? Come on, man. Babangida, Finidi George. So many of them, man.
Finidi George, man. I heard that for time.
Man, they worship him in the Real Betis, don't they? They love him there. I remember he scored a goal, didn't he, Anthony? It's a cowboy hat or something.
Yeah,
a matador or something. He was doing something.
Yeah.
Anthony had a cowboy hat on in there.
No, but mate, he scored in the '94 World Cup, uncle. Yeah, I don't know. I think it was Argentina or someone. He got on the floor and started peeing like a dog.
After celebration, they asked him why did he do that, and he said, "I didn't like the officials." That was for the officials. I'm weaning on the officials. He didn't say it. He goes, "That was for the officials. I didn't like the officials."
Special guy, man.
With my cock on his leg and that.
Oh man, big up, Mr. B, man. Big up, brother. Never sleep, man. Never sleep. If I'm off, I'll come over on here and do these great shows for you guys, man. 100%, man. With these great guys. So let's move on to the next one. Obviously, is Lee Gunner. We all said he's GOAT.
Lee Gunner is the GOAT.
Okay.
It is impossible for a human being to stream for 7 hours.
Guys, if it's okay with you guys, I'll forward it sometimes. I don't know these other two, so I'll forward it to the ones we know. Yeah.
And simply consume cigarettes and beer.
Cigarettes. I like how
he is not a human being. I will argue this all day long. He is. If Lee Gunner decides to aim the red dot at you, you better run, bro. You better run for your life. If Lee Gunner decides to cook you, just know you better pray that something happens in Marbella where the internet crashes or something, because Lee will cook you till sunrise to sundown, man. This guy is generational.
You know what it is about him? You know what it is here? Like we were talking about it today, like different people, different, kind of groups and that. And bro, like he says things that need to be said, but people are scared to say it.
Very true.
You get it? So he's very like contrarian, but at the same time, it's like, bro,
again, he's like Rance though. He's like Rance.
Yeah.
He don't care. No sponsor, no nothing. It's him, his community, and exactly what he says. Simple. Yeah. Football side, great. Some odd football takes are a bit,
It's true what he said there. I mean, if you got the following, you interact with your followers, don't you? You don't really need to go outside that. Just do what. I mean, they know what you're all about, so it makes it comfortable in your surroundings, innit? And that's what I like about Lee Gunner, to be fair. If you ask me like about his YouTube, journey, I think like him having his own crew, obviously in the chat and all that stuff, and understand where he comes from, is a big help for a YouTuber, and he gets that in abundance, in my opinion, when I watch him.
He was on other ones as well, wasn't it?
Which one? AFTV?
He was on other ones as well, Lee Gunner. Which one? On a few ones, man.
What, you mean, like working in other channels, or?
Yeah. He's gonna. I'm sure they're gonna mention one of the channels now. What's his name?
He's a North Side, isn't it? North
the
Side.
Terrace. He was part of that Terrace as well.
He was, but he stopped that a long time ago.
Yeah.
That a long time ago, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, I don't know these guys, man. I don't want to know because I don't know them very well. But let's see what's next.
Channel and a fan channel.
Football Terrace.
And Terry himself. Do you get it? So it's like a mixture of all of that combined. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not there every week, but I ain't gonna lie to you. If I know someone's getting bantered on there, I will tune in. So again, is it maybe on that kind of realm of AFTV when you know it's gonna be popping off, you go there to watch it. And if not, you're not involved. That's it. It's one of them two. You get me? People have their opinions, like I said to you, but it is what it is. Let me know in the chat. My guy, Matisse.
So what do you guys think about, obviously, what he was talking about, the Football Terrace? Do you guys agree with him, or has it lost its spark recently?
I think it's all right.
I'll let Alan go first.
I think it's all right. I think he's the only thing I don't like about Terry is he's a Man United supporter, and he hates Liverpool. He knows.
We know it. We can see it.
But he does say things that go into people's favours, things like that. You know what I'm saying? But he's clever. He's clever. But I don't know about his football knowledge of playing. You know what I mean? That's how I think. That's
you know what I say,
thing.
Anton? You know what I say, Anton?
Mm.
When I lose my way with football, people who think they know football, is when they think they're always right.
Yeah.
That's when I say I'm zoning out.
Yeah.
You can't be always right. That's impossible.
You can't be always right.
You know what I mean? And that's what I think of him. Every single time when someone questions or what he said in the past, he always denies it. And I don't like that. You know, like if you said something wrong, accept it for what it is, you move on.
Yeah.
And this is
I've seen people when they come back to him, when he knows he's not right. Obviously, he goes, "I'll bring it back." I did say it, but the thing is, he still makes himself right, kind of thing.
Yeah. That's not good. That's not good.
Yeah. No, I'm not really too keen on it, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I'm not really too keen on it because there was a season and a day where he was just like, you know, everything was Arsenal this and Arsenal that, Arsenal this and Arsenal
he was sucking him, man. He was.
You know,
his girlfriend's from there, he has a.
Yeah, because obviously.
I don't think he's still with her though. I don't think he's with her anymore.
No, they're not together anymore. No.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, I think at the time, you know, obviously he was, but like, you know, everything was Arsenal this, after that area, and it just came sort of like, you know, to me, it literally just came sort of like annoying after a while. I think so. Well, can't he talk anything about anybody else? And he always tried to say it, and or I'm fair. I do talk about Liverpool when they're doing well for that.
Yeah,
he
tries to be that fair talk. Yeah, I heard you say.
Yeah, you know what I mean, he tries to be fair, right? Only to make himself try to look right when he's wrong.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not good with that. I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
You know what?
If you're wrong, accept it for what it is.
Yeah. Instead of him
nobody's
saying
ever right completely. Nobody's ever right completely. That's not, life doesn't work that way.
Exactly. You know they've got a saying, and they've got this saying, you can't be wrong and strong, you have to be right and fight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I think he's wrong, but still wants to be strong. You know what I mean? You know, and I just don't really like that. Do you know what I mean? When I was in Germany, and that, I used to watch his stuff a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But then after a while, I just stopped watching it because you're a bit of a dick. You know what I mean?
Norm says Maradona was butchered by the Atletico. Yeah, I remember.
Oh yeah, his name Butcher of Bilbao. If you type in the Butcher of Bilbao, it come up. Look even his name now, Butcher of Bilbao. Everything about him will come up.
Yeah, Italian football on Channel 4 best was great. Giuseppe Signori, You know, Baggio guys in Italy, they worship that guy. You know.
Oh, he was a wicked player for us.
I love him, man.
Yeah.
I've always said that to you, Anthony. Imagine he had two perfect knees. You know what I mean? He's one.
I know, he only had one.
Imagine that he had two perfect knees, guys.
He was wicked. What a footballer, man. What a footballer.
Anton, don't say we didn't copy him back in the day. Come on. We used to go to football pitches, try to do those through balls.
Everything about him. Listen, I even tried to put my afro in the ponytail, bro. Divine ponytail. I'll never forget. This guy was like a god to me, man.
Franco Baresi, remember him?
Yeah.
One of the best orchestras of football.
Yeah.
All of these orchestras
Remember in
organised of the
'94 World Cup,
defence.
Anton, when they gave up on him, Rico Saki said, "You know what? I'm gonna have to pull him out." And then all of a sudden, I think the Nigerian game came and he just scored 2 goals out of the blue, and they just couldn't stop scoring after that.
Yeah.
I mean, remember that goal against Bulgaria when he dummied the player? You know, the Baggio dummy. He dummied the player and then he slotted it in the side netting. And that volley that came from the top. Remember, the ball came from the top. First time hit in the bottom corner, side netting.
I'll tell you what for my memory. I'll tell you what's a good memory.
I don't think a lot of people talk about him properly, and you know, he deserves a lot of respect. That guy, you know.
A lot of people didn't watch Italian football then, Fozzie. This is what I'm talking about. You tell these youths, Roberto Baggio and all that. Yeah, go on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So this guy,
special.
I do remember
next level.
I do remember back in the day. I had a mate, yeah, back in the day, and he always used to go on about those players like Baggio, Franco Baresi, and all them mans that used to go on about them. You know what I mean? Whenever you mentioned the guy's name, any of those guys' name, he was gas, and he would tell you everything about those players. They say, look, this and done that, and rare. Do you know what I mean? So I literally got a lot of information about sort of like people like Baggio, Franco Baresi, and then Mande, right?
Yeah. From him, yeah.
From my brethren, because like he used to talk a lot about them, and obviously, of course, back in them days, you never had YouTube or anything like that. You try and look out for them in the tournament. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Dara, we'll talk about this at the end of the season, man. Liverpool still haven't won, just to let you know. But like I said, you're always gonna need a recognized number 6 here. But good spot, mate. Good spot. Liverpool probably could be the first team. Yeah, I agree with you, 100%. Listen, when the season ends, I'll come on here and say, I'll shake your hand and say you was right. There you go. Yeah, let's go to the next ones, which is troops. Then we move on to the other ones. Then we just get out of here.
Well, blood. Yeah, blood. No blood.
Yeah. Okay. So okay. Let me put this to the chat because I'm going to say GOAT. You're saying elite.
Clay.
Clay.
Yeah. Activity that's back outside to like area, which puts him in GOAT category. But now he's back here. I want him back outside because that's where Troops' content and Troops' personality shines like amazing.
So I still think he's part of the GOAT there, though, man. I can't lie.
Yeah, I won't disagree, but I'm saying as of right now, his content is elite, but he needs to switch it up and go back outside to solidify that GOAT level again. Because I'm going off right now. We're not going off what someone did before. If you're going off what someone did before, he's GOAT category, no doubt about it. But in the midst of all the creativity that's going on, I want to see Troops, outside, man. I want to see, but he's a family man as well, so you have to respect that. So I get it.
Yeah, no. You know what? I hear that, when
Troops had the shows with Zah, when he was abroad.
Yeah.
Bro. Wow. Clay.
Oh, the Barstool. The Barstool.
Okay. So okay, let me put this.
Barstool Sports or something like that, innit? He went to New York.
Oh yeah, with the small guy. Yeah. I don't want to say me, but small guy,
To the chat, because I'm gonna say GOAT. You're saying elite. Chat in the chat right now.
What was it? Barstool. Sorry, it's called Barstool. He was with Barstool.
Stop it, Uncle.
It was great. Bro.
It's you, man.
Sensational.
Yeah. I think this one's quite easy, to be honest with you. I think we're GOATs, man. I lie. We're the GOATs, man. We're the GOATs.
Is it weird?
So they're saying that the GOATs, innit? He talked about expression, of course. Expression is, come on, man. It is what it is with him. Do you think Troops is a GOAT?
No, it's not. No.
If you say AFTV, then I'll say something.
No, he's been around for the longest. I give him that, man. But for the level of football knowledge, I don't think he's nowhere next to Lee Gunner or anything like that. Nowhere next.
No, yeah.
Nowhere next to him.
You're right, Anton. You're right. I just don't.
You can't put him in
I just don't think. You know what it is, though. You know what it is, Anton. I think today, right? The only reason why he got the 2 reasons why he got famous, yeah. One, he was on AFTV, yeah. 2, because he keeps saying blood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He keeps on saying
was for the roadman out there.
Yeah, that roadman kind of persona. Yeah. But for like as a content creator and that, right? Nah, he can't touch Lee Gunner and then
No, he can't.
He
No,
can't
he
come there. I would say I would have said Mir. I would say Mir.
No,
You know what I mean?
Apart from Coppish, is there another Liverpool channel in here? I don't think there is there?
Nah.
So,
It's us, mate. Oh, what's that?
See
What's
that
that
idea?
Nah,
I'm gonna
Australian guy.
Man. I want to see that idea
Huh?
level.
The Australian guy.
When I tell my editor, yeah, people live different.
What Australian guy?
You know, kind of like you
Football
know,
club or something like that.
I think it should make
him.
TV
You like
again.
him?
I don't mind him, you know. He always pulls out people and like, and people come up with stuff and he streams it and he says, okay, let me see, let's dissect it, and he breaks it down. Yeah, I like him.
What?
You know?
What? The Australian brother?
Yeah. Liverpool supporter.
You know what it is at the day, yeah. Although I don't mind his content, I watch his content quite a few times and so forth and there. I just don't think. Yeah. I don't think at the end of the day that he should be in this realm at the end of the day, right? And Red Man TV is not in there.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm getting at?
I think he's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When he started, you know what I mean? There's something fresh. There's something.
Yeah.
I've seen him in football channels, but he doesn't know much about Liverpool as well as other people. To be fair, I mean that's the only thing. If he gets into debates or ask him questions about Liverpool, he doesn't know much. He's good at pointing out other people's issues and whatever it is.
Yeah,
he's good at in that environment. But how long can that last? And people get tired of it, go somewhere else. So he needs to learn more about Liverpool Football Club and football in general for him to change. Change with times. You got to move on.
Yeah.
Because if you're stuck in one place, it's very hard to get out of that, and that's what I say about him.
Sensational.
Yeah. I think this one's quite easy, to be honest with you. I think we're goats, man. I lie. We're the goats, man. We're the goats. You know the ones there.
This is
I have to say it. The numbers, the impact,
you look like a goat.
And what we do, man. You know the skullduggery, the personnel in the. Bro, come on, man. Like there's 6 of us, man. Like we give a lot, man. You know what I mean?
Big Six has had his fair shares of.
When
Chief had the shows.
Okay.
Sensational.
You know quite easy. Put this in the chat because I'm going to say goat. You're saying elite. Chat in the chat right now.
What was it? Barstool. Sorry, it's called Barstool. He was with Barstool. It was great, bro. It was sensational. Sensational.
Yeah. I think this one's quite easy, to be honest with you. I think we're goats, man.
How did they move the other ones, Ranks?
What?
They moved that girl. What's her name? The one you always watch. You told me.
Oh, about. Alice.
Yeah, they moved her. Do you agree with them? Like where she is? Like
where did they put her?
They put a good overlap in her and Hussam. They put them in good.
I think she's good. I think she is good. I think
does Anton watch her as well?
I think her football knowledge is very good. She breaks down a lot of things, and especially when she talks about Liverpool, she literally talks. You know what I mean? How good they are. You know what I mean? And I think when we lost against Newcastle, she couldn't really believe it. You know what I mean? She's like, she literally thought we was gonna win. So I think she is good because and she does a good breakdown of football and stuff, and she puts up like her notes and this and that and breaks it down. So she does like kind of give you like an in-depth show. You know what I mean? So yes, good. I will say good for her. Good, she's good.
Yeah, let me.
Not really me. You know what I mean?
You don't think so? Yeah.
I think she's good though.
Who?
Alice.
Alice talks football.
Alice or something talks football.
Oh, she's
the girl that gives you the tactics and the breakdown.
Man United girl.
Yeah.
She's alright. She's alright. She's harmless though, but she's alright, isn't it?
Would you say she's? Would you put her in a category as good?
I will put her in a category as good because you know what? If she's a Man United supporter and she tells the truth and she goes, Liverpool doing great and I hate this, and she tells
I know
all the time. Liverpool gonna buy these players, and if it happens, I hate this. You know what I mean?
Let's see what they're saying. She's
got this far. from just the camera in her room, and that is so crazy that she's managed to do that. Not many people be able to do that, and she's got a clear community and following, which is amazing. It's time for Alice to set the levels for female football content creator. She needs to set levels. She needs to lead the way and set levels. That's right.
But the thing is, though, don't go to Stunt Peg way, though, please.
No. That's up to her. But she needs to. Her football is okay. Let's be honest. She's very neutral. She's not outspoken. But I look at it like, what are you bringing? Variety. What variety? Yeah. Now, I like the fact that Alice has 2 channels. It's one football side, one all the football side, one Man United, one general football. Great. 2 channels, two methods of income, 2 methods of 100K. Great. All of that is great. But I like people, who upgrade their shit. Now, I'm going to use Matisse as an example. Matisse has gone outside, took a cameraman, and he's filmed, and he's brought football with entertainment and personality. Engagement. He's brought you engagement. What engagement is Alice bringing me?
No, but she's...
It's amazing, isn't it, guys?
True.
It's not even about football anymore, is it? If you just listen to what they're saying, it's all about entertainment side. All that. Unks, I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong what I said.
Yeah, you were wrong.
You about acting. You did say about acting.
Yep. There you go. This is what they do. This is what.
Here's Alice. Here's Alice at the end of the day, right? A lady at the day, right? That is giving you footballing knowledge. She gives you footballing knowledge about her team, which is Man United. But then she'll give you general football knowledge about other teams. Football is a footballing channel at the end of the day. This is not an entertainment channel. It's a footballing channel. So why does she have to sort of like go and start entertaining people?
Yeah.
What do you want to do? A striptease or something?
Pole
you know what I mean? No, it's true though, isn't it? It's true though, isn't it? She's got a football channel and she's talking about football.
The thing is, guys, if you look at her when she speaks, she knows more football than these guys. You know what I mean? Like in regards to the way she
more than that. That's Saeed there, bro. She knows more than that, brother.
Yeah. So the way he's speaking about her, he needs to look at himself first before he speaks.
That's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
You know what? There's another girl. She goes around the stadiums, all around the country.
Yeah, she's the best one. She's the best. She's dark really good. She's on everybody in the Sky Sports show. She's
on Sky Sports. Yeah, she's good. Man.
Who's that? Everybody.
But Joey Barton won't like it.
What's her name? I had her the other day on here.
What's her name, man?
Yeah, what I said. Joey Barton won't like him though. Like her though.
Nah.
That guy. Well, he's from the Stone Age, bro. He's from the Stone Age. He's a clever man. I know he's a clever man, but
he just doesn't
his views on other people's views is terrible. I can't stand him.
It's like, what do women know about football, kind of thing?
Yeah, it's the Stone Age. Just Stone Age. I'm sorry, that's long gone, bro.
Who is it though, Anton?
That girl with the dark hair, man. That goes around
dark hair. I forgot her name.
She's Italian or something.
Scouser?
No. English.
No, she's I think she's Italian, but she's born and bred English. I think.
You remember when one of the guys on Sky Sports, when they had that little round the table talk, and there was a girl, they were speaking about Mo Salah or something like that, and she brought up a lot of facts about Mo Salah. Yeah. When they choose players, obviously Premier League all-time GOAT and all that stuff, and she always brings facts with her. I forgot her name, man.
Yeah.
Zoe. What the hell? I forgot her name, man. Shit. If someone could give me her name, you know what I mean? It'd be helpful. Man, what's her name? She's always like she does her own shows, basically, Unks. Like she travels around the world.
She goes around the world. She goes every stadium.
Every stadium in England.
She even goes to shit stadium, shit games as well. Like
same.
Yeah, man. There's a girl like this.
I wonder who that is.
She's much better than this girl. That's for sure.
Yeah, she is.
She's much better. Knowledge, nobody can mess with her. She killed everybody. She killed that Rory guy once. That Rory guy, the Chelsea guy. She just ruined him, man. He shut his mouth.
I'd love to see that because I can't stand Rory. I can't stand
She ruined him, mate. Absolutely. Everybody they were quiet after that. Couldn't say a word. Oh man, yeah, she's brilliant. Well, anyway, if
you think of a name, let me know.
Yeah, well,
she's a topical news content creator.
Yeah, but with no disrespect to Alice, because I love Alice, she's a great content creator, but she's very neutral.
That's a knee, innit?
She's very neutral. Let's be deadly honest. She's very, very neutral.
You don't believe
Her name is Nee. Rory and Nee. That's who. You know the blue guy.
Rory and Nee.
Her name is Nee. I think it's Nee. Just Nee. I don't think. Rory. Hang on. Let me just check where she is. I can find it. But carry on with this. Carry on with this. Sorry about that, guys.
If she, without saying the word sitting on the fence, but you think she needs to make it. But then again, it's like it's one of them where
I want to see Alice.
Like
but yeah. Look, I want you kitted out your room. I've kitted out my room. Alice needs to kit out her room, man. Just kit out her presentation because you've got to.
I'm gonna say underrated. But what are you gonna say?
There's a saying, yeah, don't change if it's not broken, don't fix if it's not broken. So I get that as well.
Yeah.
But I would give it good. I think if she's done a vlog before as well. She's done some vlogs and stuff, which is great. So I would say good.
Yeah.
But she's definitely well within the possibility of being elite because she's got the subscribers, she's got the reach.
Yeah. Next one is the Barra Brothers. I can't lie, man.
Do you guys agree with what I said? Is she good or is she elite? Let's go.
I think she's good. Yeah. I don't think she's elite yet, but she's good nonetheless.
That's a girl's name. It's on there. When you copy that and paste it, then you see what.
Neve. Okay.
Neve, yeah. There you go. Let me forward this. Don't know these ones. Don't know these ones. Don't know these ones. Don't know these ones. Although I don't care about real further than talk shit in a way. Hey, talk shit, you know that. Shut up, man. Me and Anton met him, man. He's an idiot. In the 5-a-side tournament. What was it, that 5-a-side tournament? We used to go.
International 5-a-side tournament.
Yeah, he was there, innit? He was there giving the trophies and shit. Yeah. Overlap, I don't know what's the point of overlap. These guys are, Gary Neville and the Carragers, fuck them. So let's listen what they're saying about who's
Chat.
I don't know. Okay. I don't watch them.
I can't like this one. I don't really talk about that much,
But listen, it's an honest opinion, isn't it? As you're voting it.
I don't watch it. Does anybody watch it here? I don't watch it. I don't watch it, man. I can say it doesn't resonate with me. I don't really feel that connection there. I don't. Yeah, man. This one's very, very easy. This is a meh for me.
What are you saying,
meh?
Yeah, meh.
Yeah, meh.
These guys, I don't know. They are.
Now we got
the thing is, if they were entertaining, not good. I'm not saying their football knowledge is not good. I'm saying if they were entertaining, they would be going viral everywhere, and you would see them like Expression does, like you do, like I do.
Yeah. They don't go viral everywhere though. That's the problem. They don't really go viral everywhere. They don't. You know what I mean? Which is something that again, maybe because of the type of audience, you have to relate to people, innit? Have they got their own niche?
But don't forget, if they were to rate our content or all of us, they'd probably
rate us. Yeah, of course.
Rate us like Dustin, man. They'd say these fuckers are Dustin.
Yeah. Right. Let's go to Donald Sams, who's been begging to be on the list. You know what I mean?
What a beg. What a beg.
Begging. Oh, that's an insult, man. Come on, man.
Forcefully being on the list.
Man, I apologize. Like I said, I sent Halimi to put the names out there, and then Halimi got to here. So he's added everyone here. So whoever's here, we'll do here. Hussam, for me, Al Ahwa. That's one of his biggest and best shows. I can't lie to you. I don't know if you watched that. Al Ahwa, you watch it?
I've seen some parts of it.
Yeah, that's a very, very good show. That's probably his strongest show on YouTube. Him, Hamza, Mo, a couple of other guys as well in there. Hamza's a funny guy. I think that's a very, very good channel. And I think overall, he gives you a lot of content, Hussam, different variety of contents.
I wouldn't say it's different variety.
Oh. Okay. So you're saying some of it should be...
The word variety it's different to you than it's different to me.
Okay. Explain yours then.
My variety is, are you doing different variety in terms of, are you going outside? Like variety...
difficult because he's in Jordan.
It's difficult, yeah.
He's in Jordan. He was in this country.
I only found out recently that he's not in the UK. I didn't actually know that he's not in the UK.
Yeah. One day he could come to the UK, man.
Yeah,
that would be amazing.
The reason I thought he's in the UK. He has a lot of shows. He does a lot of shows. I think Hussam can definitely do a lot better. Can I be honest?
No, be honest, man.
I don't like Hussam's thumbnails.
Goodness me. This thumbnail's got to do with anything.
You're tempted to get a pedicure, isn't it?
This guy went to Turkey or somewhere to get a hair transplant, and he's talking about someone's thumbnail.
Who went to get a hair transplant?
No, man, the guy, come on, man.
Who had a hair transplant?
Him. That's why I was wearing a hat.
Fucking clown.
And he's talking about thumbnails. Goodness gracious. You don't even enjoy your own looks. You talk about someone's thumbnails. Goodness gracious me, man. I love that. Well, okay, who's Sam, guys? Where do you stand with that, Anton?
I like Sam.
He's not a Liverpool guy. He's a Liverpool fan, but his channel's not about Liverpool. Let me just put it before people misunderstand.
Yeah. I think he's good. He's he knows. I think he knows his football well. You know.
Yeah.
Even him playing it, doesn't see him playing it well, but his knowledge on the game and his answers, and he's quite what's the word? Articulate.
Yeah.
There's a few times. What's his name? He's put that guy. What's his name? That big guy. That big guy played. The big guy for Big Steve.
Big Steve.
Oh, yeah. Big Steve. He put. You know when he makes Big Steve want to be racist inside. Big Steve.
You can feel it. You can feel it, innit?
You can feel it. He wants to say.
It's boiling.
He wants to say something racist. He wants to.
You know what? To be fair, Anton.
He beats him every time.
Anton, look, I've just cut you there. To be fair, I've actually met Big Steve. And he's actually all right, you know.
Yeah.
He's actually.
I'm saying is where I've heard him debate before between the two, yeah. The guy's been so articulate, yeah, and come with pure facts. And I mean pure facts, and like when I mean pure facts, not from what I think is facts. The majority will say is facts, and people outside will say, you know what, he's talking a lot of sense.
Who's that?
You know what I'm saying?
Who's that?
Hassan.
Hassan. And he kills him some ways like that. He can't really say anything back, like, but he wants to be frustrated. You can tell he goes red. He wants to say something.
About, coming to games and all that stuff. Yeah.
To be fair, Big Steve, actually did kill him on sort of like on Terry's channel.
Yeah.
Terry's channel. He did actually. Big Steve did actually did him on there. And I was even saying to you, Fuzzy. I think I was saying to you, Fuzzy. That there's a lot of things of what Hussein could have said and he didn't say it. I don't know if he didn't know about it or if he just refused to say it, but he didn't say it and he got done on that show. But saying that though, I'm not saying that today that you're wrong. There may have been shows that I haven't watched and and Hussein might have dealt with him. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But like the thing is about what I'm saying about Big Steve now is that I've met him one time when Man City came to play Luton, and he came to watch the game and he come up. I was at his side and he come walking up the steps. I was like, Steve, what are you saying, bro? And he goes, yeah, man, you all right? And everything. He was so polite and everything. I goes, yeah, man, I mean, watch your content that, you know what I mean? And we wanted to do some stuff. And he goes, yeah, man, just give me a shout. Just give me a shout when you're ready. You know what I mean? So he was that kind of like, respectful, polite guy. Do you know what I mean? But I know what you're saying, and in your context, I know what you're saying. Steve can be sort of like too much.
He's holding up to say something.
He can be too much. Because I've seen him on certain channels that when he's cooking certain people and think that right, and he can go over the top. So I have to agree with you in that sense. That sort of like, but like the element of like him wanting to say something that shouldn't have been said, shouldn't be said. I can't really agree with that because he doesn't strike me as that sort of person. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Do you understand what I'm getting at? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but from what I've seen, with that one, you had to have watched it. Had to. As the kids would say, he was cooking him, and Steve was. Where you from? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I've lived there, kind of thing. I'm British. He didn't even say them words.
I'll go to games.
It was almost like them lines there. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get you, Anton. I get you, because as I said, you know what I mean. He may have done it because I haven't seen that sort of like stream, so I can't deny what you're saying. You know, I can't deny that.
You can tell when someone loses a debate or an argument is when the other person is really loud and aggressive, and Steve was getting loud and aggressive, and he was getting red. You understand? That's why I know he won that one.
Yeah. But done wrong and everything like that. And I won't disagree with it now because, like, you know, I could obviously only tell you of like one stream that I did see, and he literally cooked Hassan, and like, you know, to be honest, today Steve wasn't the only person that cooked Hassan. Those guys from Redman TV cooked him on Space. Do you know what I mean? You know, but not to say that end day that what you're saying is wrong. They could have been, you know, obviously there could have been sort of like stages at the day where he got the upper hand and he's like able to cook. Do you understand what I'm getting at? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But like, the only reason that I don't really fuck with sort of like Hussein is for what he said about Mane, which I didn't really like. I didn't really like that. You know what I mean? I thought, nah, you can't really say that. Do you know what I mean? Because Mane at the day, right, was just as good a footballer as Salah is. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's just that sort of like Salah has been able to sort of showcase his talents more because he's still at the club. Mane's not there. Do you know what I mean? Right. But some of the things that we've had conversations about this. All three of us had a conversation about this, about what Mane done for the team. He was like a team player. Do you know what I mean? You know, if he didn't score, he'll make sure you score. Do you know what I mean? And I don't see that same sort of thing from Salah, but he waxes lyrical about Salah. And
as he should, is an Arab.
Yeah, but
he's an Arab.
I was about to say that he's an Arab and he's fellow Arab.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say,
like us, like if there's a Caribbean player, we'll back the Caribbean player. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm trying to say. Then listen at the day, right? Check it. Mane's black and me black too. You understand what I'm saying, right?
You know that.
But I wouldn't sort of like effortlessly back him. I'll back him on sort of like. I'll back him on sort of like.
I come into what I said earlier. You're spot on what you're saying. I agree with you 100%. Wholeheartedly, I agree with you. But the thing is, he's from this generation. He's not from our generation. There you go. Modern day generation is all about the player that they like. It's not the football club. The football club does not enter anyone's mind anymore. I mean, I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm not a Salah fan. I'm a Liverpool fan, first of all. And the players come after if I need to help them out or something like that. So they don't see it that way. That's the difference between us and them.
No, you're right. You're right.
Because, you know, players come and go. Players come and go. They don't last at a football club. It's impossible. That's life. I mean, everybody has an expiry date. You know what I mean? So
that's you're 100% right. You're 100% right in what you're saying. Do you know what I mean? It's just that sort of like, I don't rock with the guy there because of those certain elements of the day that he will speak down to someone like Salah and disregard Mane's contribution to the team. Do you know what I mean? And I don't like that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's why I don't rock with him as such. But yes, at the end of the day, what you're saying is true. At the end of the day, it is the element of the modern day fan. Yeah, they don't see football like we see football.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Because when us three of us,
no matter what you say, Uncle, like to him, and have a lot of facts, into the conversation, he ain't gonna buck an eyelid. He's still
he's not.
It's the way. His way is always gonna be.
It is. That's why, you know what I mean, that when you look at someone like Hassan now and then right, he doesn't go on a lot of other people's channels. He doesn't do that really. It's very seldom you see him on other people's channels. Because obviously at the day he wants to be on his channel where he can call the shots. Do you know what I mean? And if you don't like it, you can do one of them ones. You know what I mean? Yeah. But like that's why I don't rock with him that sort of way, because of like, you know, the way where he speaks about Mane. Do you know what I mean? I don't really like that. Do you know what I mean? So I think to myself, well, you should know better. You should know at the end of the day it's a team element. Yeah. You know what I mean? Not just one person. Do you understand what I'm getting at? Do you know what I mean?
I agree.
And I think, you know what it is at the day? A lot of fans, when you look at a lot of fans at the day, right? Do you know what I mean? And even the team element, right? Is a lot of people at the day depend on Salah to score goals. If Salah don't score goals in them, right? It's like nobody else will score a goal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can see, like in the last game, we played, obviously played in the cup final, right?
Yeah.
They can see Salah and they getting marked out of the game, right, by two players, right? You can see him getting marked out of the game, but you're still passing to him. Yeah. Why would you pass to him? Make something else. Make something else. You take the ball forward. Do you know what I mean? And do something. Why are you passing to a person today that's been constantly marked today for 90 minutes? It makes no sense.
Not only that, Rods. Yeah. My man's fasting, man. That's why his level dropped, and people just don't understand that. And it's so crazy how no one's even mentioned that on the internet, bro. And then there's a big world, bro. I don't understand. No one mentioned man's fasting. You man can go get a drink at half time. You man can go get a drink at half time. A little sweet. You know them things they take for electrolytes and things. When it's sucking, man, they can take that. He can't take shit.
The thing you need to understand as well, like what Uncle Roz is alluding to, Anton. Like, you know, as a Liverpool fan, you don't separate players. You don't talk down to players. I mean, look at what Mane had to sacrifice. He had to move from one side of the pitch to another one when he was the player of the season over that side. Don't forget, another side of the pitch for another person. He did all that sacrifice for Salah at the time as well. People don't mention that a lot. And you know, when Salah doesn't perform, Mane used to step up and do the performance. Barcelona at home, 4-0, everybody knows the score. And other games we've seen in the past, you know what I mean? And people don't say much about Mane like they do about Salah. And Salah, Mane was there before Salah. Did he get the love and support like Salah does? Not really, because he's not their profile kind of player. And I mean, but
you know what I mean?
At the end of the day, we real Liverpool fans know what it's all about. You know,
and that's what I don't. And that's what I don't.
To the team.
And that's what I don't like. That's what I don't like, because the fact is at the day, right? The amount of sacrifices, as you said, the amount of sacrifices he made for the team, and it's like nobody's looking at that. When Mane had a bus stop, right, with Klopp and everything, right, he was public enemy number one. Yeah. When Salah had a bus stop with Klopp and everything, it's like everyone wants to sweep it on the carpet.
No, they turned away. They looked back.
Yeah, they swept it on the carpet. Nobody at the end of the day, no content creator. Nobody really wanted to talk about it. But when Mane had a bust up with him, obviously previous seasons before, right? Everyone would talk about it. Everybody was saying that he's out of order, he's this and he's that and this and that. But when we're selling out, you know what I mean? See, that's why when I see people like Hussein do those sort of things and they talk about Mane sexual and all that, I think, nah, man.
That's one thing you don't say. You don't say. No.
Get out of it. Take your stream and shove it up your ass.
Yeah, I want to know about Kopish, and I'm done with this. Yeah, guys, we could just chat about.
Yeah, man, talk about Kopish. Yes, talk about Kopish.
Let's see what they're gonna say.
Been a good show, man. I love this show.
Yeah, listen, we're discussing things, isn't it?
I love it, man.
This is something new I want to bring for everybody. We have a laugh.
Man, I love it, man.
They're gonna talk about
when they were signing Ji-Sung Park and Rio Ferdinand, and them man still didn't get promoted. And is that what you're saying,
brother? You know what I'm saying? That's
them man was signing all them brothers on 1-year deals and that.
1 year.
I don't know.
2014. What was that season when he played at QPR? This one, Kopish.
Underrated, I think.
Underrated, man. I can't lie, man. They deserve more subs, man, and more love, man. Big up.
There you go, guys. Kopish, what you guys reckon?
I'm saying elite. I don't care. I'm saying elite. Wow. I'm saying, listen, right?
Give the reasons,
I'm going to give you a reason at the end of the day, right? Yeah, right. The amount of vibes that I get at the end of the day, right, from Kopish at the end of the day, yeah, right. The amount of vibes I get from there, right. I forget I'm watching a football channel. I'm telling you, I forget, right? So much vibes, right? There's one time, a couple of years back, I was in Germany. I told them about this, yeah? And I think this is when we was going through a bad time, yeah? Liverpool was going through a bad time. We just couldn't buy a win. And we got beaten by Burnley 1-0, innit? I think at home, actually. They beat us at Anfield 1-0, right? And, like, they did a show after and everything that, and they did a show, and it was like, it was Matt, Drifty, Cal, and James Redmond was on there as well, right?
Yeah.
The way the show went on, yeah, I literally forgot about we lost. I literally forgot. They put me in such a vibe and I forgot. And it's been like that time and time again. The other day, right? Yeah. There's a show the other day, right? Brother, I laughed so much and everything that I thought I was gonna be sick. I literally felt I was gonna be sick. My throat was hurting me, everything. I laughed so much in the net, and it was literally down to like Matt. It's just the whole stature of it and everything that, right? And I look at that, the way they construct the show, because sometimes they go off script and start talking about puddings and donuts and this and that and everything that, and we just talk about everything. Do you know what I mean?
We've
and
done that a few times on here.
Do you know what it is at the day? That's how a show should be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I said to you many times, that's how a show should be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And walk on in now, brother. Oh. I said to you, Fozzie, before, for a long time ago, they should have much more stuff than what they got now. Much more stuff. They should be at least 60,000 upwards. You know what I mean? The kind of like the personality they're giving the show, it's just unbelievable. I say elite. I would always say elite. I think it's a show at the end of the day that I enjoy watching. Sometimes I get pissed off with some of the things they say. You know what I mean? But most of the times at the end of the day, I just love watching it. I think it's elite. I think it's elite. And plus that name, me and Carlton there were friends like that. And I speak to him sometimes on the phone. He phones me,
Yeah.
Sorry?
They're good guys, man. They're good guys.
Yeah, because he phones me and I phone him and everything. Do you know what I mean? And they're really, really good guys. Really good guys.
Let me go through the comments.
Yeah, go for it. Elite. I'll say elite.
Big Steve gets rattled. He turns bright red. Yeah, I've seen it. He's just one of those, fans, isn't it, that get angry at certain times, of course. But I agree with these guys, what they said about everybody else. Anton, do you watch Coppish or not?
Yeah, I watch Coppish, man. I think they're really good guys, man. They're really good. And I don't even know you know him like that. But yeah, I think they're, and I agree with what Rod says. Sometimes you don't even believe you're watching a content about football, man. They're bringing that stuff in there, and you're in there. Next you know, it's half an hour gone. Like, rah, that's gone, man. So it's just for entertainment. So I'll put them elite, and they're very articulate. Them lot, you know what I mean? Very articulate.
Do you know what gets me?
They're at a certain level. They talk at a certain level, and they keep it that level. It's very rare they go higher, above anything. You know what I mean?
Anton, sorry to cut you, yeah? You know what gets me is when Matt starts laughing. When Matt starts laughing and think that's it. I'm finished. I'm finished. When he starts laughing, I am literally finished. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's just unbelievable, man. But yeah, look, it's just like really good show. And they should have more.
Norm says this is why I don't like obviously Redmond TV and Field Crab. They do not call out the ball spin from FSG because they don't. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, they work for them. That's the whole point. I mean, I've seen it for myself. Like we said before, Norm. That's the unfortunate thing. I mean, they're not like us. If you look at these football channels, they all got, you could relate to them. Even that, you don't agree with many of them, you could relate to them. With Redmond TV and Anfield and Rap and all these guys, you can't, because they don't represent our, side of, the way we talk about football. They don't
like us. They don't like us.
They don't like us. They don't like us. Yeah. So yeah, listen. I would love to see a lot of Liverpool channels do this stuff. Talk about Liverpool channels, innit, and all that stuff. But yeah.
That one. Look at one there.
I like that.
Look at that one thing saying, Mane, Salah, and Bobby were better than Neymar, Suarez, and Messi.
As a unit, yeah. As a unit.
Yeah, as a unit. There's a really good shout for that, As a unit, as a really good shout.
Yeah, as a talent, nah.
Do you remember that game? Right? And Anton and Fuzzy. You remember that game, right? where we played Newcastle and they scored first, and I think it was the equalizer when Bobby Firmino had his back to goal and he done it one move with one foot in it. He trapped the ball.
I don't. He done two moves. He did a flick through. He did a flick through. That was unbelievable. The intelligence to do that. This is, you see what I'm saying? Let me go back to this, right? Sorry to stop you, Rod, right?
No,
I remember some guy mentioned, he was obviously Man United supporter. He mentioned, what's Firmino do? He's a centre back playing up front for you. I goes, bro, if you really understood the game, really and truly, it's only true ballers that play the game or really understand the game fully knew that Firmino was a wicked footballer. Clever footballer. And that move he did there, he had to do that two-touch move there for Rods because the defender moved, and for him to do it backwards and set man up, Salah, that was just class.
Southampton away. They're back killed him, yeah.
No,
it's Newcastle. Newcastle.
Which one? What then?
Newcastle at home. Is that Newcastle at home? I'll never forget it because the move was just, they kept rewinding.
Steve Bruce was in charge. And Steve Bruce was in charge, wasn't he?
What did he do exactly? I don't remember. What are you talking about?
He did a 2-foot move.
Oh, you're talking about okay. The little flick Anton used to do back in the day. Okay.
It was a flick. It was a flick
every time.
It was a flick. It was kind of like a flick, and then what he did with his second foot, he flicked it behind him, and then Salah ran onto it and scored. But the move itself, he did it all without looking.
It was so nice, man.
You know what I mean?
Anton used to do that to get himself out of trouble. It's a different flick.
If you can do it, you can do it, man. But
when it
doesn't come off, it makes you embarrassed, man. You're embarrassed. It doesn't come off.
It has to come off.
The way the guy made it into the setup.
The run of Salah, crazy.
Was class.
Do you remember? Sorry. Do you remember? What Marley did against Man United when he did that move, he received the ball and he passed it with 1 foot in the front, and he just went over the defenders, landed straight on Salah's foot.
Into Salah,
yeah. And he didn't even look.
That was class. But Firmino did again. He did another one, but to Mane. It was in the Champions League. And he scooped. The way he flicked it, it was so tiny. It was so tiny, man. And it just breathless. I was left breathless. I was like, oh my god, you just killed it. Another time again with Firmino. Remember against Arsenal when he flicked it over someone's head and he volleyed it.
Yeah.
And it went over. It went just over. But the thing is, for him to just, it was too classy. And when I see people, he can't play, I just look at them. I think. I want to argue with him. I said, you know what? It's just unfortunate that you don't really know ball like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I can't teach you something like that. And when I was arguing with someone, that same person, I said to them, you know, Zidane was what was held as one of the greatest players, and everyone will say that. Everyone will say one of the top 10 greatest players of all time. Zidane will be in there, but his numbers wasn't good. His numbers. His assists wasn't good. His goals wasn't good.
No.
He was this unbelievable player.
You
know what I'm saying? You have to be there at the time watching him to say, "Oh my god, this guy's great." These kids are watching these YouTubes and saying,
all about numbers,
good by that, and you're hearing the older guys speaking. But you have to be there to watch these kind of these footballers, man.
That's
what
art.
It was
unbelievable.
It was an art.
Until I said at the beginning of this show, the difference between the modern football fan, and obviously the original football fan, right?
That's what
the modern football fan is only interested in goals. That's all they're interested in, right?
Yeah.
But the old time, the original ones like ourselves, right? We're interested in everything. It's got to be about everything. It's got to be about gameplay. Do you know what I mean?
Package, the whole package.
Your pace, everything. It's got to be. It's a whole package, you know. Not so much as like how much goals you score. It's the whole package. You know what I mean? You know, that's why they like people like Nunes. Nunes at the day, right? He don't score goals, right?
Yeah.
But his work rate is second to none. Do you know what I mean?
He's run his heart out. I'll give him that. But again, this is when we're going back to the football time. This is where I'm saying, if it was in the time that we're watching football, he's not being picked. He's not even being pro. To be honest, that's what I'm saying. It shows where the football's dropped off, and it's all about systems and being fit and being pacey.
Do you still watch football outside the Premier League still, or did you just put
me
like the rest of us? Yeah.
Not so much now. I do catch a little La Liga now and again. Sometimes I go on YouTube and just look for other games like the Bundesliga.
Yeah, that's good.
Bundesliga on YouTube or it's on Sky.
Yeah.
I do watch them kind of games. I watch them when I can. But obviously working all the time, you can't really get them things though. But
yeah, you're right.
When I can, I would definitely, if I could, I'll watch everything again, Foz. If I could. If I had the money, if I was a millionaire tomorrow, right, I'll go to the depths of the Himalayas to watch a football game.
Himalayas.
I would go just to see football everywhere, man. Honestly, it's a blessing, man.
That's in the Himalayas, you know.
Yeah, I would.
I agree, mate. I
would hike the Himalayas and go there. Well, if they're playing a game up there, I would go there and watch it.
I used to watch it back in the day. I used to watch back in there as well. There was a lot of Belgium.
By the way. Yeah.
I used to watch a lot of Belgian football, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I used to watch a lot of Belgian football.
Bruges,
Club Brugge, Genk,
Anderlecht.
What's that? What's that one that won the Europa Cups? Oh God. The team that Fellaini came from, Aaron Fellaini came from, because he's from Belgium, isn't he? And he came from the team. I can't remember the team now.
No idea. I think all I know when I was younger is Luke Nillis, innit? Who plays for Aston Villa.
Luke Nillis, yeah.
Luke Albert.
No, but I used to watch a lot of sort of like Belgian football. That's why I knew a lot about.
Fozzie, can you remember Enzo Schifo?
Who did he used to play for?
Enzo Schifo, he's the Belgium number 10.
I thought it was Luke Nillis.
Another baller. No, this is before Nillis.
Okay.
Enzo Schifo.
You know Belgium and they, right? When you think about it, when you look at the Belgian team, of past and present, they have some ballers, you know.
Yeah.
They have some ballers, man.
I think in recent years, it's the best they've ever had it. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of them crossed over to sort of like Dutch football because obviously they speak Dutch over there, don't they? Speak Dutch. Yeah. Sort of like, you know what I mean? Dutch, French, and Flemish, but like
Dutch, French, it depends on the province, isn't it?
Yeah, depends on the province and that. But you know what it is, and then which is surprising. It's mostly Dutch over there, you know.
Yeah.
Dutch and Flemish, you know what I mean? You know, most of the parts you go to in the thing, you speak Dutch or Flemish, you know what I mean? But they have got their parts in there, obviously, where it's French. Because you know that guy, what's that guy's name? Leon Bailey.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he went to Belgium and he said it and he had to learn Dutch. He literally had to learn Dutch.
Geez.
You know what I mean? You know? That's because I think he can speak Dutch and German.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But like
they're very similar languages, Dutch and German.
But you know what it is though? You know what it is? You see that youth there, Lukaku? The man speaks 8 languages, bro.
Madness, isn't it?
Go give it to them, man. Go give that
8
to
languages,
him,
bro.
That's a lot, you know.
That's
a lot of intelligence, man.
He speaks Dutch, French, obviously English, Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, and then obviously his dialect as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and he speaks Swahili. He speaks
Congo,
Swahili.
he's from Congo, isn't he? Originally Congo, I think.
Congo,
Black Africans who live in
he grew up. He literally grew up speaking Dutch because obviously, you know, he grew up in Belgium. He grew up speaking Dutch, but he can speak all these other languages. And he says that it is a bonus at the day when I go and play in other teams.
Who's like that as well? Oh, he came. Is it Onana? Onana? He played for when he plays for Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Yeah, he speaks French and English, didn't he?
Bro, there was one time I was interviewing him, bro. My man was speaking Cockney, then he switched to French so quick.
Yeah.
Like,
No, he's speaking French first.
What the hell was that?
No, he's speaking French first. Yeah, because he's been interviewed in French, and somebody come along and called his name, but they said it wrong. He goes, "My name's not Andre, mate." But yes, brother, trust me, I've seen his misses, you know.
Yeah, you talked about it earlier. Yeah, I remember.
Chris,
yeah. I spoke to her because what it was, it's like when Everton came down to play Luton. This is when he was in Everton. She was waiting behind for him and everything like that. I goes, oh, you and Anna's missus? Yeah. She goes, yeah. I goes, in luck in a blood clot. You know what I mean, right? And she started killing it. She started laughing, man. You know what I mean? But she's very, very pleasant. She's mixed race.
Nice.
Very pleasant. You know what I mean? You know, she's not like that sort of like what you talk to me for.
Stuck up.
Yeah, no, she's a Scouser as well. She's very. Yeah.
And
she got like, I don't know if the two kids at the end of the day are from him, but she had two kids with him and that, and then like they're both like dreads, proper dreads and everything like that. You know what I mean? But she was very. What I remember from her, she was very pleasant and mannerful. You know what I mean?
Oh,
she wasn't like
that.
Don't talk to me. Sort of like she's
love
right.
that.
Cool.
Yeah. Let me go through the comments before we go, guys. Mane was brilliant. Norm says, absolutely brilliant, man. I wish he was appreciated more than when he left, because the way people talk about it's not right, man. LeBron pictures on the cop disgrace. Madness. He owns part of it, innit? He's a shareholder, unfortunately. 100%. Sorry, guys. Let me just get on the picture. Doesn't matter. They are not as good as MSN. Technical ability of all was of higher caliber. He's talking about Mane, Salah, and
front three.
Yeah, we said that as a unit. I thought they were brilliant. You know what I mean? They complement each other better.
It's the work rate. That's what they're saying as well. The work rate as well.
Yeah,
add that as well. But for pure talent, obviously it's them guys. 100%.
You can't deny that.
I think on the day.
I'm not even a Neymar fan at the end of the day. But if you put all them together, Messi, Suarez, and Mane, he cooked up something special in it. So
I think on the day, and I think that on the day, like Firmino, Mane, and Salah on the day, they were just unplayable. They're just unplayable. I mean,
Forest 88 Beasley, what a performance! If you're talking about that 5-0, me and Anton know about that, and Uncle Rods. So that 5-0, it was like watching Brazil. Let's just put it that way. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Don't forget, Nottingham Forest were the second best team in the country at the time as well.
They were good.
Back to them.
Good side, very good side. I'm surprised it was at the Premiership for so long.
Coppish are the best Liverpool channel going. Yeah, we all agree with that, mate. I think they are, and I'm sure these two think they are as well. What I like about them is their honesty. Don't ever take that away.
And their humility.
Yeah. They need to stick with that.
Humble guys, man.
I know you don't have the subscription that you deserve, like other football channels, but at the end of the day, you will outlast them with your honesty and humility.
Of course.
That outlasts everything, guys. Trust me, because when you're fake, it catches up with you. Then everybody goes off you. So you don't need that. You don't need that. Just be what you are. Everybody loves you for you, man. That's what got you there in the first place. Forget about the subscription. That comes with time anyway. When people see how good you are, I mean, sometimes YouTube doesn't push people out there. That's the only problem. Yeah. So I wouldn't worry about that. Yeah, guys. Where can people catch you, Anton?
As always on the streets. You find me here with you guys. Antos01 or Antos Pantos on X, wherever, I'm there. Antos Pantos Iran. Always there.
Well, if he is up there, he knows when he says that, he's gonna make me laugh, That's why he says it.
But don't worry, lads. We're gonna get my computer one day. I'm gonna throw me in there, yeah. I'm gonna be proper. I'm gonna be proper, mate. I'm gonna have the mic. I'm gonna have the headphones, the mic. I'm telling you, you're gonna have the lighting. Watch it, bro. I'm gonna do my OnlyFans as well after that. You know what I mean? I'm just waiting.
Hey, listen, I don't want to see that, you know.
No, it's not for you. It's for Gallem, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't want to see that still.
Big up to Don. What about you, Unks? What about you, man?
Yeah, man. Well, listen, you can find me anywhere that Fozzy is.
Oh, thank you, man.
Whenever Fozzy calls me, I'm just there still. But like, also, other than that, I've got my own channel on YouTube and for Uncle Rod's Place. Now called Uncle Rod's now. Uncle Rod's now. I've just shortened it. Uncle Rod's on the YouTube. Likewise on Instagram and Twitter. Or X, if you want to call it X. I've got a show coming up tomorrow. It's another reaction show with reacting some of these football rants. Do you know what I mean? Then I've got a show on Wednesday. Fans Fiesta. I couldn't get the words out for some reason. The Fans Fiesta show, is on Wednesday with guests. I've got a guest, John Sinclair, obviously the Newcastle fan, and I've got Kenny Ken, which is an Arsenal fan. You know what I mean? Really die-hard Arsenal fan stuff. He'll be on there, and basically, and everything we're talking about how they got into sort of like being a fan and so on, so on, so on. Nice. And let the conversation build. You know what I mean? So that's
nice one, mate. Nice one. Steve says, copy share LRFC, the best 2 OG channels, obviously out there. Illist, Realist, both great channels. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate it. Everybody else as well. Uncle Roz, Bajan Barnes, everybody. We're all in the same place, man. 12 man. Everybody has their diversities in it, man. No worries. I'm not talking about the individual ability. Messi is on his own. I'm talking about their understanding as a free. Okay, no problemo, Mr. Norm. No problemo. Guys, so the Premier League, 9 games to go. And, Liverpool are 12 points clear with the same games as Arsenal. Are we going to win it, or are we going to drop off and let Arsenal catch us up? I'll start with Uncle Rods. Go ahead, Unks.
I think we are going to win it. I think people are frustrated, obviously, with the last couple of games. You know what I mean? I.e., PSG.
Explain it away, Uncle. Like about the last couple of games, how everybody's upset.
Yeah, everybody's upset because of the fact that they can see things of what they was talking about what was going to happen. So they're literally seeing things that unfold of what they knew was going to unfold anyway. Do you know what I mean? Certain players getting fatigued, certain players not being able to do sort of like what they're supposed to do because of like fatigueness. But then they're saying as well is like, you've got a team there, that sort of like FSG don't spend money like that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Rotate your team, and you could have rotated it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Even for the cup final, you could have rotated it. You could have started off with Endo, and bloody Curtis Jones in midfield. Yeah. You could have started off with them, and even sort of like Harvey Elliott as a 10. You could have done that. Do you know what I mean? Right? And then then you bring on people like Graham Birch and McAllister and Szoboszlai and that to finish off the game. You know what I mean? You literally played the same team as you played a couple of days ago, which got beaten. Do you know what I mean? In the Champions League. Wasn't very good. So what people are sort of like frustrated with, is he going to make that same mistake again? Do you know what I mean? Hopefully he doesn't. Do you know what I mean? But I think what I do feel, we're too far ahead. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. For sort of like,
are you confident? Are you confident?
Catch us up, like, because we haven't really. When you look at the teams that we in the last 9 games, we haven't really got any hard teams. Not any teams that you think in the day that will give us trouble. Do you know what I mean? So, worst case scenario, like if we draw a couple and out of those 9 games, you still win the title. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Because I still think at the day, so like. Arsenal can still drop points. You know what I mean? So Yeah, I think we still win it. You know what I mean? But like, you know, major change-ups have to happen for next season. But as for this season, I do honestly feel we walk away with the title. And I see you guys up in Luton with the parade. I'm Luton, you know. Up in Liverpool with the parade. In, Liverpool, we're gonna have a massive good time that day. Do you know what I mean?
100%. Anton?
Right. You know what? It's gonna be nice, man. If we can just hold on. To be honest, I do understand how we're going on with the two exits out of the 2 cups. Maybe it was fatigue, and maybe it was wrong decisions.
Anton, I don't think I asked you about it. Were you upset like us getting out of the cups, or were you expecting it at the time and all that stuff? Like things like this will happen, fatigued, and the players ain't gonna have the same kind of energy.
Do you know what it is? I'll answer you this. Last year we was in the same thing with 4 cups. Yes.
Yep.
What killed us, and I think we've said it in the shows before, is where FSG don't spend money, right? You need what made Alex Ferguson win the treble.
Yeah.
If you look at the squad he had, you know what I'm saying? If you pulled out their star man, another man's there. You understand? You pulled out Salah on our team, another man was not there. You understand?
Yeah. Facts.
I know you said what's his name? Uncle Rod's to play different players in the final. But okay, he could have played Endo, he could have played Jones in midfield, but he couldn't have played Elliott. He couldn't play Elliott because that midfield with Tonali, Bruno, and Jordan is too physical, way too physical for Elliott. Way too physical. It would have been a bully show if he was playing. So again, this is where you need squad players. You need squad players that go as far as you can to win the big trophies, to win in the cups. Because them cups here, they're not easy, man.
Nope.
That Plymouth game, we needed players in there. We needed players that are fresh and just as not as good, but just ready to be as good on the day. You understand?
Yeah.
Physically and mentally. Physically, we didn't have the players against them. When this is where you need the squad, you need a 22, 23 man.
Anton, do you agree with some people?
Yeah, but the only thing about that.
Once again, Anton, do you agree with people when they say we've got a better depth than Arsenal and these other teams this season? Reviews, by the way, in the chat, of course.
To be honest, Arsenal are on the same boat kind of thing. To be honest,
I think they've got a little bit more than us, though.
What I'm asking is, have we got games?
If Salah got injured like Saka did, we would have been in trouble. We would have been in trouble. When we said about you said earlier,
that's all I hear from rivals.
You said about we need goals. We need goals from other places and create from goals and everything else from other places other than Salah.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking
about.
But
then what you do if Salah got injured, and then the natural person.
No, guys, I think you misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm saying like in regards to if the games ain't going right, have we got enough players coming off the bench that change the games like Origi did, like Shaqiri did? You know, like
no.
I don't think we have. That's probably like Arsenal. But what I'm saying, Dave, where I say and they paying Elliott, because what I saw Elliott do when he came in at 15 minutes, like with Newcastle, and he was always looking for that through ball. And then he got that through ball, and then obviously Chiesa ran onto it, and he done that.
Yeah, that's good.
And I think what it is at the days, I say, the physicality of the game, you only have to probably sort of like put up with that for about 60 minutes, and then you change him. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. What it does, if when you change even 3 components of the team, it gives the opposition and something to think about.
Another thing to think about. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because what was that, Anton? I understand what I understand what you're saying. I do understand what you're saying, and I agree with it to a certain extent. But my argument was at the day, right, when the sort of like Eddie Howe saw the team sheet for the cup final for Liverpool, and he saw at the day that sort of like that same team played against PSG and lost against PSG and everything that. Yeah. He must have thought happy days. He knew exactly how to pay them. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? You know,
in that case, I understand that one what you're saying, but PSG is another entity, and I know, and if PSG played Newcastle, PSG would have battered them.
But what I'm trying to say,
it would have been over in the first half.
Yeah, I get that. But what I'm saying is that today, right? When I say like the same team that played PSG, remember that day, you know, like that same team went for literally 120 minutes.
120 minutes. Yeah.
And then penalties, you know what I mean? Right?
Yeah. Most of the guys might have been a hint of fatigue in there because Szoboszlai, who normally he does 13 kilometers a game. Yeah. He was a bit lackluster.
Wasn't even substituted, was he? He played the whole.
Yeah. Who
else
was lackluster? And
most of the players played about and they
played
about 90 minutes.
McAllister
played about 90 minutes. So what I'm trying to say, you must have thought happy days, not the fact of the caliber of PSG, because we all know the caliber of PSG and the caliber of Newcastle. Yeah, they're beating Newcastle. It's the fact that they played a couple of days ago against PSG, and they went 120 minutes till penalties to them. So they naturally thought happy days, and these guys are fucked.
Yes, Unks.
Do you understand what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
I've told you, Unks, before. Like, I'm more optimistic because I honestly think, like, if this was Liverpool in the beginning of the season, I honestly think we would have beaten PSG and Newcastle because the players. Because people don't look into that. People just look into, you know, obviously how we played against PSG. We went to PSG away, which is a difficult place to go. A lot of teams have lost there and beat them. I can't remember the last time they lost there. You know what I mean? But obviously
they lost in 23 games there.
There you go. And then they came to Anfield. They beat us by 1-0, which was 1-1, and you know, a penalty shootouts. But if you look at the overall point of view, which the people need to be optimistic about, is the both performances was similar. If you look at PSG and the Newcastle, it's the players getting tired. So if the players were in a better shape, I think we would have beaten both teams. But
in the season,
100%.
I agree. If what Gravenberch is just coming out of his starting blocks,
he's gliding, does he? And
he would have been smacked. Yeah, he wasn't gliding. He wasn't the same person, man.
No, because he was literally on day, right? I noticed that from like the Southampton game. Do you know what I mean? Because I think I said to Fuzzy in the day, right? It's like this is this shows you why we need a proper six.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? This shows you why we need a proper six. Because of the fact that it's like Roman Gabbard is having to do too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Too much in the game in there. And at a certain time of the season, right, it's gonna show.
Yeah.
It's gonna show.
Yeah.
And that's what it has done, you know what I mean? Because it wasn't this is what I'm trying to say in the sort of like this respect of Newcastle and day. It wasn't because you was good, it's because at the day, right? We've given so much at the day, right, in the season and day, in the Champions League, in the league, and certain cups and that, right?
Yeah.
That we didn't have much to sort of like, you know, to give.
We didn't have enough petrol in the tank.
Yeah, they didn't have sort of like, they didn't really have at the day, right? Sort of like as much responsibility as us. Do you know what I mean? Because check it now, they wasn't in the sort of like in the Champions League at the day, right?
Yeah.
They got taken out the FA Cup. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So this is what they were the only thing they had to play for. Do you know what I mean? Right.
Yeah.
And the fact is, the fact is, right? I refuse to talk about the fact that we got dominated. We got dominated at the day, right? We were just tired, bro.
Yeah.
We were just tired, bro. Because because the thing is about it, you didn't dominate us a couple of weeks ago.
Well, the thing is,
you didn't dominate instead, didn't they? You know what I mean? So there's you see the difference, Anton.
We spoke about this in the beginning of the season. We had shows like this we've been speaking about. We did say there's a certain time of the season we're gonna struggle, and it's already it's here now. That's what's happened. If you don't buy players to help out these players, this is what happens. You buy zero players, This is what happens.
This is, and you got to buy quality.
Legends,
you have to buy quality. Don't get me wrong. I love Endo. I love him. But as for quality, as someone to step in after Goenberg, it's a you're losing a lot of the, especially in attack. In the defense, where teams are playing, say if a team's playing defensive, and they're playing a low block, Endo's not a guy to come on and make things happen. Do you understand?
Yeah.
No, I agree with you with that.
For me, this is where FSG should pull the flipping fingers out the arsehole and get players really and back him, because there's a few players on the market, i.e. Italian league. There's a player called Reinders who plays in.
It was wicked the other day. I like that shot. He just missed, mate.
I've been watching him for a good,
and he scored
3-4 years now. What a footballer, man!
And he was at final, you know.
Is it me?
Yeah, his dad was a footballer as well.
He reminds me of a player we used to watch. You know, I don't know who is it. Is it De Jong? What's that guy? You know, he used to play for Holland back in the day. He reminds me of a player I've seen before. I swear, just a player similar to him.
Technically, brilliant. Good in the air, good on the floor, run all day, play a number of positions. He plays for AC Milan. Reinders.
So
Reinders. Remember he used to play for
Gianni Reinders.
Final, didn't it?
AC Milan owned by Redbird, Liverpool, you know, FSG. You know, there's obviously they're shareholders in FSG.
Honestly,
why don't you just make a deal?
That's someone. If it was him and Goenberg midfield, and then my man McAllister, Szoboszlai fighting for number 10. Because that midfield, you're not getting past that. That's gonna be like, it's like you think, we're gonna play these guys. That's what you think. Every team in the league, you'll be like, oh shit, we've got to play them. That midfield again. I'm telling you, because it'll just be arms house. It'll be arms house if we had that player there.
Well, a few other players. That's the sort of players at the day. I'm not being funny. There's no excuse at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
They should be going for those players in summer.
Yeah.
No excuse. No, there's no excuse.
I suppose they said before they got no excuses now. This is right at the end. They said, hear about this war chest, hear about this war chest of 200 million.
But didn't he used to play under
Arne Slot. Final. He's from final. I'm sure he is.
I think he was before.
He did. He played, I think, not at final. The other team he was at, I think, AZ, what was it called?
Oh, AZ Alkmaar.
Yeah, he did play for him.
He did play for him. I'm sure he did play for him.
Footballer, man. What a footballer. Left it,
it's
bro.
Quality.
Bro, I was trying to tell some other dude I know. I said, Rice is one of the best midfielders in the competition. This was the Euros. I said, bro, watch Reinders. Bro, my man come back so quick. He goes, and you know what, bro? Maybe you should have been a scout, you know. I said, a lot of people don't watch players. I like to watch different players that no one really want to watch, you know what I'm saying?
Did you see Reinders and Goenberg playing, I think it was an international. I don't know if it was a qualifier or whatever, but they was playing together in midfield in the day, right? And they were phenomenal in midfield. It was just like, this is how midfield should be.
Honestly, if I can pick a player right now, the one they said about Zubimendi can run and jump, you know. I'm telling you. Because not only tackle, not only this passing, the headers, shoot, left foot, right foot.
Anton.
Brilliant.
What's the name of that guy again for Real Sociedad?
Zubimendi.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
That's what we think about him now. It doesn't matter, man. We moved past him. We did a rock, man. We did.
It doesn't matter. Right? It doesn't matter.
He's a midfielder, man. He's quality. He's a midfielder.
Quality. That's one. That's the player. Number one for me.
Listen, if we got Hatter,
right, or
Kirk's more of a right back, isn't he?
He's a
left back.
Yeah, but he's more of a right back. He's
Kirk's is left back, left-footed.
He's left-footed.
He's left-footed.
Yeah.
Why does he play right back for thing? He plays right back for the Bournemouth, doesn't he? Sometimes.
No. He's left back.
He's number 3.
Who would you prefer, Reinders, Hatter, Or was it Kirkes?
Do you know what? I'm not going to judge him when the game was yesterday because he got sent off, innit? Not yesterday, the day before. Against Spain, innit? Yeah, he had a terrible game. He gave up one of the goals because they was in control 1-0 up, and he gave away the ball in defence because they was playing the ball at the defence, but he gave the ball up. He tried to get the ball and they scored. The second time he was just all over the gaff, and then he tackled someone. You know when he missed time a tackle, he got the player. I think he missed time to tackle because the player behind him was pushing him forward. So his decision making was a bit poor, but he was a bit wild. But for me, he's the only one who can give Kirkes problem because Kirkes is 21 or 22, I believe.
Yeah.
And Hato is 18. Hato is 18.
He's 19 now, isn't he?
18, and he can play centre back as well, and he can play defensive midfield.
And he's alright as captain, you know.
Yeah, I know. He's 18, bro. 18, and
he's an all-round player. Isn't he? He's an all-round.
Maybe his ceiling is more higher, and he would be cheaper than buying someone off a team in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So
I reckon that's better for me.
I would take because they're very very similar, but I think Kirkes has got a better delivery.
And he's a Premier League proven player. Isn't
He's Premier League proven. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, that's the other thing. But if it was me, if Liverpool put the finger out, FSG, sorry, I'll buy two. I'll buy both of them.
Yeah.
I'll say
you could get Hato for cheap, innit? Not only, like you just said, Hato can play multiple positions. If you got the Army Swiss knife, what are you complaining about? You know what I mean?
Honestly, they're brilliant players. Kirkes,
you get rid of you get rid of Simicast. 1 second, you get rid of Simicast and Roberts and bring them two in. You can't complain, can you?
No, you sold the left side, didn't you?
Exactly.
The thing is about
and centre back as well.
And that Dean player, Dean Huijsen from thing. I've been watching him for a while from Juventus originally.
Yeah.
Went somewhere else, and he went to Bournemouth on loan from Juventus. He's on loan from Juventus, but their option to buy, I think they bought him and they get a percentage Juventus. But Barcelona, Real Madrid, all the top teams are looking at him. Even Bayern Munich trying to get him. He's very, very, very clever. He's only young as well. He's 18, I think, or 19. He's very, very clever centre back. He looks like he can run the game. He's going to run the game. He shouldn't be that good on the ball for a centre back. He's so clean. I reckon he's
the Spanish boy.
He's originally born in Holland. He played for Holland for the younger ones, and he opted to play for Spain.
Yeah, I heard about him.
They were booing him the other day. They were booing him.
This guy, he plays like it's like his mum conceived him while smoking weed because he's so bro. The brother is so calm. I'm telling you, I'm like, why are you that calm? It's cold that he should be that calm.
He's so skinny as well.
Expression is calm. When he wants to get stuck in, he's reading, he's game reading. That's what is him. Is his game reading. For such a young age, I think he shouldn't be in that age. He's reading the game. He's like an established 27-year-old.
It's crazy, isn't it?
No, it shouldn't be. It's like uncanny. That's why everyone's looking at him. That's why Juventus won a piece. I think because Juventus is more about Italy. It's all about defending, and I think they wanted a bit more. Like I think maybe it's too young. Blah blah blah.
Well, he's on loan. He's on loan, yeah.
They wanted to keep tabs on him. I think they got a buyback. I think they sold him, but they got a buyback and some percentage if they sell him off onto another team because they know they rate him highly.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Mm.
But the manager.
This is what we got. This is what we got to do. And then we got to look at these talent. I mean, I've got a question at the day, right?
Mm.
One second. Let me just go down the comments. Anton, that shirt. He's talking about the shirt, mate.
What's that?
And that memory is 5-0 Old Trafford,
bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh, of course, bro. Beautiful shirt, man.
I remember Salah just scored a hat trick, didn't he, over there? You know what I mean,
bro. Beautiful.
Yeah, Steve says we win the title and have it wrapped up after beating Chelsea. Next game at home, and Arsenal give us the guard of honor. That's a dream. I mean, I wish it can happen, mate. Because Arsenal is be over. They will never speak to us again, man. They're not even like one.
Where's that game? May something there.
May the 10th.
Yeah. Steve says that we have piss poor quality squad depth after Arnie 16-man squad. Yeah, what do you think about that, Anton? Because Uncle Ross and I already spoke about it when he says he lacks a small squad. Apparently, that's what he said. So
maybe he's saying.
Does he know what league he's in? Does he know what competition he's in?
Boss, maybe he's saying that, or he's learning because he's got. I'm sure he's learned about this league. I'm sure he's learned, even though he could go on to win the league. I'm sure he's not stupid enough to think, no, you know what? I can't do the same thing again. I'm gonna have to improve. I'm gonna have to have more players. I'm gonna have more depth.
Yeah.
So I think he's quite clever, man. I don't think he's stupid.
Yeah, I don't think
he's making the same mistake again.
Because he always tells people like how huge Liverpool is. You know what I mean? If you're at a huge club, you don't just say 14 players. That's just
right. No, not in this league. Not in this league. Just like Guardiola, he learned the league the first time he came in. Remember when he first came?
Yeah.
He came second or third. He said, I'll get it next year, and he did.
Norm says that 18-year-old right back at final, Reed, quick, aggressive, great crosser. All day if Trent goes,
he's supposed to be quite good. He's supposed to be quite good. Actually.
You guys know about him?
He's supposed to be quite good.
I don't know. I don't know about him. Sorry.
No, he's supposed to be quite good. Very, very aggressive.
What's his name from final? Yeah.
What's his name? Final. He's supposed to be quite good. You know
what's his name?
Reed, did it? Reed or something?
Yeah, something like that. But I've heard a lot of good things about him. I need to sort of do some obviously researching him, but from what I'm hearing, it's all positive. It's all positive.
There's another left back that Liverpool looking at as well. Is it Maxim? Maxim the captain plays for he plays for Club Brugge. Club Brugge, left back. Maxim something.
What nationality is he?
He is. I think he's Belgium.
Okay.
Belgique.
Okay. Hato can play both left back and centre back and DM. By the way, he could play as a DM.
I did say DM. He's left-footed predominantly, but he can use his right. He's Ajax
so
Academy,
basically, if you get both of them, him and Kirkes, you know what I mean? It doesn't mean like one of them is going to be out of the team. So he can play multiple positions. Yeah, so it's good to get both. Get rid of the old, come in with the new, innit? That's what you need.
If we got both, honestly, I'd be so happy.
Up Milante. Yeah, it's a smart idea, innit?
Yeah,
it's a smart idea. If you
them two, Hyson in the back, and Reinders. Reinders.
Who would you take a
do you read? One second, Unks. Do you really rate Reinders that much? Yeah, both of you. Sometimes, sorry.
Reinders is good, you know.
Oh,
I only seen bits of him. I don't really know.
False. Do you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Rice, but he's more technical.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Rice, but he's more technical. He's more clever. I'm telling you, very, very clever. Very smart.
Good. Very good.
Very smart. Reminds me of Rice. I don't think he's as fast as Rice.
Yeah.
But his intelligence will get him out of trouble. If he sees trouble before it happens, he is there. Very, very useful centre midfielder.
I want to ask you both a question about Rice here, Declan Rice. Do you guys think Arsenal asked too much of him for what they bought? Because that's what I think when I'm looking at him. I thought they bought him as a DM. Because don't forget, by trade, he's a centre back. So he decided, obviously, to push forward to, have a place in the West Ham team, and he became a great DM for them. Do you think taking set piece, that's basically they're trying to do a Steven Gerrard around him? He's not a Steven Gerrard.
No,
when a player does too much, and Uncle Rod, he loses focus of what his ability,
what he's going to do, what he should be doing. Yeah.
So if you did too much for him, because I feel sorry for him, because I think like if he played in his proper position, they would have been more successful, in my opinion. But when they're trying to mold him into a Gerrard Lampard kind of midfielder, it's just not working for him.
They want him to be a box-to-box midfielder.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he has good technique, free kicks, and he has got good shooting technique. Is it asking too much? Doing too much? Because they got defensive midfielders there playing already. Maybe could be Foss. For me, maybe they asked him to play how he wants to play. Maybe.
Well, look at Fabinho, Anton. He was good set piece taker, but we didn't let him take set pieces. You know what I mean?
No.
Don't forget, before Liverpool, he was taking penalties and free kicks and all that stuff for Monaco. So, I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes, like, if you just, you buy a player for a, specific area on the pitch, and you want him to protect the back line and progress the ball forwards for, better players on the ball. That's what you got him for. But now, all I see when I look at Rice is like the next Steven Gerrard kind of performances.
No, they're trying to
too
say
much,
that, and do you know what? To be fair to him, it's a knockoff version. And I like Rice. Rice will actually say, "No, I'm nothing like Gerrard, but I'll take the knockoff version." He's humble like that. He's humble like that. I really like him.
Yeah.
He's got cool qualities. And
I think there'll be a better team if he plays in his proper position. That's what I think.
But if I was the manager, Foz, I would, because he's so good, I would allow him to play how he plays.
Okay.
Right. I'll have another defensive
midfielder. I'm talking about for the sake of the team.
Solely for defensive midfielder.
Yeah. Because like Anthony, in football terms, you know what I mean? There's a lot of players with ability. Don't forget, there's a lot of players with ability, but they sacrifice that ability for the sake of the team, if you know what I mean. I think there'll be more of a dominant team, more of a winning team if he plays in that DM role and dominates that area. That's what I think. But I think when you're asking too much, you look at Arsenal, they look lost sometimes. They don't know what they're doing with the ball.
They got him as like I said, they got him as an 8 box-to-box player. They got Partey as Partey's the defensive midfielder. So it's the 8 who's up and down, and they got what's his name, Odegaard as the attacking midfielder.
That's what he's there for. He's supposed to be the creative spark and all that stuff.
Yeah. But again, you see what? Sometimes you do need to overcrowd the box. Sometimes when you only got one up top.
Yeah.
You understand? Someone has to go and make the box for us. You know what I mean? When it crosses in or bringing the ball forward. Hence why that's what he's there for. You know what?
In my opinion, I think he'll be better off. He'd be better off in that position. Dominating the DM area, because Partey is going to be leaving at this end of the season.
Yeah.
His contract ends, in it. So
that's why they're trying to. That's why they're trying to look at Bruno.
Yeah. Bruno.
That's why they're trying to look at Bruno.
Bruno.
Gomiris.
Oh, Griezmann. I think.
See.
Henkape had to replace Robo and Simicas this summer in the squad. That's a dream.
Henkape he's left-footed, but
he's touch and go, though, isn't he? He's touch and go.
He's a centre back. He's left-footed. He's good on the ball.
I don't think he's touch and go.
I think he's a decent player, but as for left back, no, I don't want to put him left back. No, sorry.
He's got that kind of physique, that doesn't.
No, he hasn't got physique for the left back. That he
needs. You look at a player's physique as a left back, he just doesn't do it for me. Man.
No, he's not left back. He's quick. Don't get me wrong. He's clever, and he does see like danger and things like that. But left back going up and down, no.
That Cortez and Hato is the best.
Hato, they're made for that. You know what I mean?
He's a monster of a player, so strong. I know, bro. I know he is. Big up Nalante as always, man. Big up, brother. Yeah, guys, that's us done, man. Appreciate everybody.
Thank God, man. Jesus.
I mean, sometimes we go on too long. You know what I mean?
I'm looking at the time. I'm like, please, my eyes are sleeping already, man.
I know you got work. Yeah. All right, guys. We should be back tomorrow, hopefully. Sometime today. Maybe Nalante and JK. I don't know, drop in something like that. We'll see.
I've got a show at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Easy.
All right, guys. It's time to go. And we'll see you.
Peace, everyone. Good morning, man. Good morning, everyone. Good morning.